11 judgment. There was kind of possibility. Hey, come on, pull the trigger. Oh yeah, yeah, feels so good. But I should I still by myself. Like it's how it's exponential. Come close, it goes more haptic. Now I think I'm saying no fun party. I should face the truth, find my way out. If you drag me down, I will take you in. I should face the truth, find my way out. If you drag me down, I will take you in.選べ judgment, judgment, take me away もうくだらりそのままめき散らしてもこの世は二つに一つ奈落の底から這い上がれ Judgment, judgment, give it away もうつまんないのせいを乗り換えていこうこの世は二つに一つ奈落の底では役立たないプライド自分でさすら壊して最後に笑いたいならまだ終わりはしないもの全てを掴み取るため And I'm judgment
Walking in a crowd, in a faceless town, I need to feel the touch of a friend. In the countryside, I wander far and wide. The isolation gets me again. I don't know where to go when I feel like crying. Oh my, it's time to open myself to something new. I wanna stop and grow up again. Then suddenly, my power and confidence start swelling up, magically erupt. And it's all because of kindness that I feel from people I don't even know. Then suddenly, my intuition and my wisdom grow. And then I know that most of all I sense compassion's real. Thanks to strangers wherever I go. Thank you for waking me up. Up till now, how many times I've tried to tell you please take care of yourself. Then with tear-stained eyes, I sadly said goodbye as I waved and wished you farewell. Then I think of how much longer I must wait. I look inside myself and feel something new. I wanna stop and grow up again. It's all because I'm feeling sad and then I cry. I don't know why. The courage that I need, the power to succeed, gives me the strength to fly. It's all because of when I see my friends, oh my. Every time they're always behind me, pushing me on, lighting the fire in me. Then suddenly, my power and confidence start swelling up, magically erupt. And it's all because of kindness that I feel from people I don't even know. I won't forget the times we shared and our pleasant days, always. And I'll never lose the strength to succeed and the courage to do what I must. Your smile makes my heart explode.
This love in my heart, it will burn on forever. Granting me courage, I hope it will never stop. And no matter where you are, nothing is too far. With our everlasting bonds, we'll reach and we are home. I'm so truly grateful I ran into you on that day so long laughed every moment with tears in our eyes till we knew we weren't alone. The blowing wind came in and joined us on our way. And with it I know we'll rise. We'll be flying up high. Why, tell me why are you giving up? Why, tell me why you wanna fight alone? Hey, what kind of future do you think you have? Your dream is already in your hands. This love in my heart, it will burn up forever. Granting me courage, I hope it will never stop. And no matter where you are, nothing is too far. With our everlasting bonds, we'll reach it. We are home on the horizon, out on the edge of the world. There is a place that I wanna take you to. Let's head for it then. But as for the way, we already know. We promised it long ago. You scream, but your voice that can't break through the silence. Feeling defeated, it crushes your helpless heart. I've got your back, I swear, I'll always be here. Let's put on fame within this light under the sun. Can you close your eyes and just listen to my voice? Let's find the answer together, I'm telling you. In our path, I trust that it will lead us to another sea uncharted. Cause now we are home on the horizon, out on the edge of the world. There is a place that I wanna take you to. Let's head for it then. But as for the way, we already know. We promised it long ago.
やあバービー
Hi, Ken.
ドライブ行けない
Sure, Ken.
乗りなよ
私はビーガン、旅世界の人生はプラスティック。
It's fantastic
君のためどこでも行くよ。想像できる
Life is a creation Come on Barbie let's go party
私はビーガン、旅世界の人生はプラスティック。
It's fantastic
君のためどこでも行くよ。想像できる
Life is a creation
金髪でおバカちゃん、何でも着れるお人型。
俺の人形ピンクも似合う決して触れて遊びたい
それでも遊んでも
いつでもあなたのもの
私はビーガン、旅世界の人生はプラスティック。
It's fantastic
君のためどこでも行くよ。想像できる
Life is a creation Come on Barbie let's go party Come on Barbie let's go party Come on Barbie let's go party Come on Barbie let's go party
歩く、喋る、何でもする。踊る、踊る、望むこと。
ノリなおバカちゃんがに行く遊んでゆこうあのパーティー
さても遊んでも捨てもあなたのもの。
さても遊んでも捨てもあなたのもの Come on Barbie let's go party Come on Barbie let's go party Come on Barbie let's go party Come on Barbie let's go party
私はビーガン、旅世界の人生はプラスティック。
It's fantastic
君のためどこでも行くよ。
What was with the hand?
What?
I saw you do like this. I don't know why. Yeah, no, you went.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, dude, I promise you.
I did this.
Then you switched it over to the other hand.
This.
No, your hand was out. That's why I was like, what's with the hand?
Oh, well, you just seeing things.
Yo, okay, cool. I guess I'm just seeing things.
Dutch says, person who calls BG a scammer, I give 100k points.
What are we doing here?
Scammer.
Look at this. Just clout goblin.
Give it up. The house always wins.
The video was just created for attention, right, guys? No, I think some of these are earning. You know what? I don't even know. We'll find out together.
Until we know.
Because come on, guy, who hates Luffy? Oh, so many people.
Yeah, a lot of
Contrarians,
people
most
like
likely.
Luffy.
Mark Month Inbound. That's a lie. I'm scared for how long Drut's Wano video is going to be when it comes out.
I haven't heard anything from it. I looked at his Twitter like a couple days ago, just trying to see, like, hey, is he? Nope.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if that never comes out.
Yeah, I think he's just done. But maybe he's not. We won't know. I won't care because I ain't watching that shit.
Well, we will know, but we won't.
R.
Okay.
Aries1 says,
We will definitely.
BG is the biggest scammer. He plans to take away all of our points.
I do plan to take away all of the points. But I'm letting you know in advance.
That
How's
ain't
that?
got nothing to do with me. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
Oh no, Evangelion always had a banger opening. Yeah, the song was from Yu Yu Hakusho. Yeah. You guys are in for a wild ride with these videos. Watched them last night, and ooh boy.
MF Curio 4 says, BG is always on demon time for scamming us.
He's got one mode.
Sup people, sup nerds, yo.
Dutch says, did you forgot G?
Did you forget G? G for what? Homework. Oh,
Homework.
yeah.
Yes, we did homework.
Yes, homework is done.
Homework has been done. Homework is
Dutch
completed.
says, homework, did you do it?
Homework is completed.
Yes, Hope.
It is
the best One Piece opening.
It is controversial.
Oh no. Oh no.
Well, for a Dutch, it will be controversial because he has his opinions about Aruma. I have my opinions about Aruma. And we are not meeting in the middle.
Oh no.
It is what it is. Hopefully once you get there too, you're going to be on the right side of history. Like I said, pick the right girl.
Remember, kids, if your show is iconic, then it means it's automatically good.
Mm-hmm. And the most iconic is the winner. How do you prove the most iconic? By proving it's the most iconic.
All right, let's get to the names because we were at the end of the messages before it began.
The King of the Hill one is. I still go back and look at that every now and again.
I like the Jim and Sam one too for some reason.
There's so many good ones. Well, not so many. There's like 4 of them. I lied.
I love the Olympic opening one. I f***ing love it. What's up, Hungers? Stanio, Worf, Nami, Blaze,
says,
Hope.
Ameri is best girl and gonna win, and that is objective.
Only one of those things are objective.
The
Gino
word
Taki
objective.
91 says, did you guys seen the episode of One Piece anime on Luffy's New Gear 5?
Nope.
I have.
Okay.
Just to have an
Silver
opinion
Heart
on
Soul
it. That's
says,
all.
we all see this coming. With every high comes people try to shot it down with bullshit.
Of course.
Yeah.
What's up, C, The Lurker, Priscilla, Gino Taku, Curry, Aries, Jay the Realist,
Aries.
Anko, Posse,
good
Alfonso, One True King.
By the time we get to the end of the shout outs, whichever the first video is, the first one that's in the chat is the one that we do. Go.
Yeah. Hi. Dutch. Almost there. Yeah, I think we're closing it. Victory Greymon.
Super Saiyan is more iconic. Bam.
There you go. Why would we go with that one first?
And it's the shorter one.
No, the shorter one is the 5-minute one.
The Super Saiyan is more iconic.
I thought it was the... Oh, yeah, you're right. Yep. Then we're cool. We're all good. So, we are starting off with... Why Super Saiyan Goku is more iconic than the entirety of One Piece.
That is quite the claim.
Here's the thing. Unless they are willing to explain what iconic means to them, the statement itself is irrelevant. Is it more popular? Is that what you mean by iconic? Is it more memorable? Is that what you mean by iconic? Unless you're willing to say what the word iconic is, then this is going to be... Hey, D'Orlando, never forget where you heard it first. I was espousing the terribility of Iconic months ago. I saw it coming. I saw the bummery coming.
It was early in the channel.
I said I'm getting tired of it, and it wasn't even this prevalent. Now it's in your face and you're realizing. The White Goku is more iconic is by BlackScape. I don't know if I've ever heard of them because the name sounds familiar, as in I think we may have either done a video on them or it's on the list and I just saw the name as we were scrolling through the list.
Scrolling through the channel, I don't think we have.
Aries1 says,
But I might be
if you
wrong.
mean recognizable, then yay, sure, Super Saiyan is more iconic than One Piece.
Can't even
But
say
is that what they mean?
Recognizable to who? To whom? The populace at large? Because what happens if there's an area of the world that never got Dragon Ball because it was originally Dragon Ball Z because it seemed super violent, so they went no. But One Piece didn't seem as violent, and they got One Piece. Like, what are we talking about? If we're just talking about Super Saiyan is more recognizable than... Yeah, the first thing and the most popular thing is always going to be more recognizable.
Iconic means a symbol regarded as a representative symbol or is worthy of veneration. Sadie saying Hitler is iconic makes him objectively a neo-Nazi.
No, I don't think it's worthy of veneration. I don't think that's part of it. I think it's just something... The Hindenburg crashing is iconic. There's no veneration with what happened there. But it is an iconic thing. Pearl Harbor is an iconic moment in American history. Doesn't make it a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just one of the many definitions of iconic. One of them is widely recognized and well established. Of relating to or having the characteristics of an icon, widely known and acknowledged, especially for distinctive excellence. Well, that one hurts my point, but still. Oh, my headphones! I guess I'm not listening. There is no description, boys. There's a lot of tags. There's a lot of Twitters and.
What a worthless thing to do.
The description is the title. And then a bunch of stuff. And then look at all these. Hakaishin Vegeta is a tag.
Why?
If so many people tag that, then nothing's gonna show up. It'd be the same as not tagging it at that point.
Absolutely. Finding a tag that I think one of the easiest things to do would be to find what's super popular or what's about, like reading the manga of Demon Slayer, and then when the Nezuko moment happens, you know your new video is going up soon, so you tag that, and then like 3 hours before the episode comes out, and then people go, oh my god, I'm looking for it. I think that would be one way to game the system. If I were want to do that.
Let's go.
Let's get into the video.
The year is 2023 and we are still getting takes like this. There is an insane
Gear 5 will surpass Super Saiyan transformation in every aspect
Aries1
possible.
Episode 19 was iconic for sure.
19.
Yeah, absolutely. Terrible episode. Well, not a terrible episode, just not a very good one. If you don't think so, then you're just being delusional, hung up on nostalgia. Surpassing in what way imaginable? I don't know what this
Every
thing
aspect,
does.
that's way too many aspects.
There's way too many aspects there.
There is an insane subsection of One Piece fans that really believe in their heart of hearts that Super Saiyan 3 is beaten in its iconic...
Super Saiyan 3?
I think he just messed up.
Okay.
But again, you'll find people who believe anything.
there'll be some subsect of Dragon Ball fans that'll believe that there's never going to be an anime as good as Dragon Ball.
Do we make a video about that? Just going, oh, look at these people
We
saying
saw
that this
people
is
did.
the video, the anime of all time.
Nature by Luffy's newest form. Like, can you get more goofy than that? So I'm gonna say something that a lot of you guys, especially if you're One Piece fans,
Gino
you
Taki
guys are
91 says, that's Super Saiyan 1.
Yeah, I think he truly.
I
just
hope
messed
that
up.
they just made a mistake, and we're not going to hold them to a simple mistake, even though it's an edited video and could have easily been edited out, but we're not going to hold them to that mistake.
guys, especially if you're One Piece fans, you guys are not gonna want to hear me say. But first,
No, I am fine with hearing anybody say anything in regards to One Piece, positive or negative. The only thing I am down on is if you are not going to explain what you're saying. If you just say, no, One Piece trash, I got nothing for you.
Gal Gadot's portrayal of Wonder Woman is iconic. Doesn't make her the best. Yes, I got it before you got in there.
Where'd your points go? What's that got to do with me? All points are going away soon anyway. In fact, we should make the plan. Thank you for the super chat, by the way.
Silver Heart
Nobody
Soul
go.
says, okay, this SSJ Goku was so iconic, shit needs to stop it. Not even the most iconic thing in its show. How many times did we at ALX hear SSJ2 Gohan top Dragon Ball?
Yeah.
The argument could be made, especially considering Super Saiyan's just drop off. But everything had that drop off.
So there's a very good chance we do not stream next weekend because it is the closed beta for Mortal Kombat 1, and of course I am part of that. Thank you very much.
Look at them scams, scamming people out of entertainment.
So what we should do as a prelude to the nomination month for Viewer Request Month is do the next two streams, the Lily video that we want to do, and the auction stream.
We could talk about that after.
I think that would be, Mortal Kombat 1. Can you stream the beta? If I stream it, it's not going to be on the YouTube. It's either going to be on the Twitch or my gaming YouTube.
Ares1 says, here I'm not heartless like BG, who's taking away our perfect economy.
The economy
Perfect.
is in shambles. If people are starting to get millions of points, it is clear class warfare. There is a disparity.
Nami the Goat says, triggered Tuesday cowards.
See, this is why he didn't give you points. No, we will never do a Trigger Tuesday.
first, I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure you drop a comment and let me know. Are you a One Piece fan? And if so,
Please just tell me if you are a fan.
Before you even get into the video, before you even hear a single argument, comment about if you're a fan. What does it do if you're a fan? You're not going to respond to all these comments. It's clearly just engagement farming, which is fine. You do your game, but this is just a very lazy way of doing it. It's not even at the end of the video just like, do you agree? Do you disagree? Whatever. No, it's just, are you a One Piece fan? And do you agree with this take that is a single sentence that doesn't really have any sort of extrapolation? Do you or do you not? I'm like, yes.
do you believe that One Piece's new form for Luffy is more iconic than Super Saiyan? I think it's...
What does iconic mean?
It's one of those
The
things
T-Rex
where
525
they know what
says,
they're talking about.
BG trying to run a communist point system.
I'm trying to make a point system that's more fair for everybody.
Ain't got nothing to do with me.
Again, the disparity in point distribution is outrageous.
Nothing to do with me. Seize the means of scams.
I worked so hard for these points, days, weeks, months of saving them up only for you to take them away from me. I feel like most people just gambled.
It's called Gear 5 or Joy Boy. One of those two. I don't know. I don't watch One Piece, but...
Okay, so what
What are you doing here?
it's legitimately baby crying that I like DBZ because this is a DBZ channel essentially. It's got a lot of DBZ videos. You're not even knowledgeable about the form itself.
What it does, what it's going to do, what it means for the story.
I would not speak on something that I had no knowledge about.
I would never say there's no way that Super Saiyan is better than Gear 5 if I had never seen Dragon Ball in my life. What happened to
Chainsaw
obtain
Man's
the
transformation is trash. I've never seen Chainsaw Man. I'm not gonna say that. I don't know how or why he has that transformation. I don't even know if it is a transformation.
I don't know. I don't watch One Piece, but I
The
know
problem with
enough
this
of-
question is that it's too early to tell for Gear 5. Yeah, there's a lot of
Deterex
time
525
that needs to be-
says, I don't know about this series, but I'm gonna talk about it anyway.
Crazy!
That would be hype for a video series. Just like, what do I think is this series is gonna be? What's gonna happen here? How I'm gonna feel about it, and then review it after the fact. That sounds interesting.
I don't know. I don't watch One Piece, but I know enough about it to tell you what I'm about to tell you here.
Pause. If you knew enough about it, you would have been definitively able to say what the name was instead of going Gear 5 or Joy Boy or whatever.
Unbelievable.
Don't be like, I'm confused, but then like, no, but I know enough though. The previous statement contradicts that.
I watched a live reaction of this video before by Emosh. Dude's an annoying Dragon Ball butt muncher.
I like Emish.
I
need to see that.
Image? Okay. The whole channel is basically Dragon Ball, so
seems like
it
it.
should tell you what it needs to tell you.
When you structure your video, I mean your entire channel around a theme,
Cyberman Worf says,
you gotta be
they
about
won't
that
explain
thing.
it, probably.
No, definitely not. We don't have the time to explain it because we've got an ad here, and then it's just I don't even know about One Piece like that. So, but I can say that Dragon Ball is good, and One Piece just isn't as good based upon my non-knowledge of One Piece. Thank you. Subscribe, comment.
Never watched such a thing, but I'll talk about the thing. Is a quick trip to the Dragon Ball Fanon wiki too much for
Aries
him.
1 says, I lost so much at gambling due to BG's scam, and even so I reached the top only for him to take it all away from me. #save your scam bucks.
Truly the scam bucks.
Thank you, Don, for re-upping to the bone.
Truly the biggest scam bucks.
And that is right after this message. First, I want to say thank you, Saint Seiya, Legend of Justice, for sponsoring today's video.
How long is this ad?
It is 2 minutes.
Hi Zalbonic
That's impossible.
says, when will you be iconic enough to receive sponsorship?
That is a good question. Where's our iconic sponsor? I feel like this is gonna be a 45-second ad. For a 5-minute video, that's pretty disgusting.
This we don't need to watch.
No.
I'm fine with skipping this.
Thank you for re-upping to the bums, Jinx. Let's see.
Yeah, boy.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, boy.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ!
boy. I gotta get up on this One Piece hate. And Saint Seiya, baby.
What?
Baby.
What? 90 seconds?
Baby.
Are you for
Angel Essence
5:15?
Goku, Dragon Instinct Goku, Spirit Saiyan
Deterex
Goku, Primal
525
Instinct
says,
Goku.
I hope your first sponsor is the earthy drink.
Dude,
I would reject that wholeheartedly. Or I would take their money and just make faces. Unless it's just in a clause. It's just like, you gotta drink it and you gotta at least look like you like it. I'd be trolling.
I feel like you can put it in a smoothie or something, and you would just a scoop of it in a smoothie.
Okay, so then you've got this big old pink drink.
No, you make a leafy green smoothie.
That's false advertising.
No, it's not. You're still doing the thing. Thank you, Super Heart Soul, for the super chat. Can I send a link to a manga comment video? Anybody is open for anything. If we think the argument is good or bad, we will put it in the list.
Where is it at?
For all,
Yep,
full
one
Cali,
for all.
dig
Oh yeah, we back. Like we never left. We never left. Do y'all prefer to read or watch One Piece? Read. The anime pacing is one of the most atrocious things I've ever seen.
I simply don't have the time. That 20 minutes, that's a chapter, maybe a chapter and a half. I can read a chapter and a half in like 5 or 6 minutes.
Would you accept?
Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you for the super chat, Don.
Buster says, iconic is such a nothing conversation. What about quality? Is the transformation good for the story?
Nothing.
Hopefully Black, whatever his name is, will explain what he means by iconic.
Would you accept a sponsor by Raid Shadow Legends?
Gino Taku 91 says, I watched the anime. Guilty.
Guilty. I feel like if there's, I would need to enjoy whatever I'm doing to endorse it.
I'm
Aries
fine
1
with my
says,
money right now.
These video is basically an ad. Can cram some T23 in these stream as well.
Hey, shut up.
enough, and I'm going to
Okay, go back a little bit.
anniversary pack I've made for you. Thanks for everything, and
You
good luck
made-
with your draw.
213 says, I am still just meeting Sanji. I have a long way to go.
Oh boy, so
yeah.
long.
All right, I kept you waiting long enough, and I'm going.
Did you just loop that GIF? I would assume instead of just
Thanks for
elongating
everything, and
it.
good luck with your draws. All right, I kept you waiting long enough, and I'm going to take it a step further. Not only is the Super Saiyan transformation, specifically to Goku, more iconic.
He's not gonna explain
No,
one
of
what
course not.
iconic to
No.
me, and he's not gonna explain how it is. He's gonna explain what makes it cool or good, but he's not gonna explain. How can you say this type of statement without reading
Yeah.
any part of One Piece? But
Or just knowing, in quote unquote, enough about it.
Than this new iteration of Luffy that seemingly looks very similar in the way it aesthetically looks to Super Saiyan.
Seemingly looks similar to the way that it looks. In what way?
It's Super
Hair
Saiyan.
spiking up. What else?
and I don't even think his hair spikes up like that. His hair is spiky already. It like swirls.
But this Super Saiyan transformation,
Oh no,
in
we're
my-
just done.
my opinion, is more iconic than the entirety of One Piece. That's right, I'm talking about every single character. I'm talking Luffy, I'm talking Boa, Zoro,
Didn't I say that he was not going to explain how it was? Just that it is.
I guess. But you'd like to think better of people.
My opinion is more iconic.
There is no cooking. We ain't even got time to boil water. That is warm
He's
water.
on his knees slurping Dragon Ball.
Already.
Master Jinx says, how do you start a 5-minute video 2 minutes and 30 seconds in?
Shanks, Usopp, Blackbeard, and even my
Usopp.
opinion, one of the more iconic characters of the show, Buggy. I'm talking
What?
about all of them, including the
What the f do you mean by iconic at that point?
Pendra, I do not know if he's being serious. I'm hoping both of these videos are going to be troll videos at this point.
Hi Zaldana
Visionary,
says,
there's definitely some
"This
gawking.
is nothing. I'm so nervous. How the hell does this guy have almost half of 1 million subscribers with videos like this?
Couldn't tell you. Jesus Christ, Hope.
That's
Thank you for the
weird.
20 gifted
Oh
subs.
no, you might have to turn off the alert. We can't sit through all of those.
I'll let like 5 go. Okay. We might be good. Nope.
Sakujiba says, I came late for this, but at least I didn't miss One Piece, unless this is One Piece.
Everything is One Piece.
yourself, you baby!
I agree.
Yep, that's about enough. It's so funny because sometimes...
Thank you for the 20.
Thank you for the 20, but Jesus.
I need to get on some more emotes.
And I need to actually put up those behind the scenes thing. Why does it sometimes just not do more than like 6? And now it feels like it's gonna go through all of them. Okay, alert box. Settings. Oh, I just need a member. Subscriber, member. It might have been too late.
Oh no.
It might have been just
Well, that
too
seems
late.
like it was 15 or so.
Buster says, Dragon Ball fans, lend me your energy. MF Curry 04 says, UBZ fans, lend me your iconic energy.
Wow, that is a huge disparity in what plays with these stupid alerts. This Dragon Ball one is playing so many times, the Bones one only played twice.
Until
Jesus Christ! Visionary, shut up! Nobody's lending energy. It's still going. You know what? I'm just gonna play the video. It's just not. It doesn't even matter.
Devil fruits, including the world. Hell, it's even more.
Congrats to everybody that became a member through the member bomb. Thank you again, Hope.
Including the world. Hell, it's even more iconic than pirate ships. And I'm.
Let me get that.
Oh,
listen.
Buggy. I'm talking about all of them, including the devil fruits, including the world. Hell, it's even more iconic than pirate ships. And I'm not being sarcastic, I'm not doing a skit or a bit, and I'm not even trying to exaggerate, but if it wasn't for the Super Saiyan transformation, in my humble opinion, Dragon Ball would have never launched as hard as it did worldwide. And
Dragon Ball was a phenomenon before this. It was already the highest selling manga. Before we even knew what Super Saiyan was truly in America, the audience was already being captivated by the Saiyan arc.
what made the Super Saiyan give the Dragon Ball its prominence around the world? What about Super Saiyan gave it that prominence? Is it just the fact that it's cool, strong? What is it? What do you think?
that in turn would never have helped One Piece get to where it is.
I don't care that it influenced One Piece. This is a bullshit argument because it doesn't matter to the quality of either story. I'm sure Stephen King was inspired by some horror writer before him, and does that make him the person that inspired him better than Stephen King off rip? It is a worthless argument.
Right now, and I'm not even gonna touch the fact that Eiichiro Oda, the creator,
This might be a troll. This might be a troll. I'm hoping that it is.
Oh no, did the member bomb break our chat? Because it seems nobody can chat. Okay, people can now. Jesus Christ.
Never mind.
You thought it was a troll for a
If
second?
you look up Oda World Record, this guy does show up. So, he might think, because he knows so little about Oda, that this is in fact Oda.
Alright, the chat
Never
restarted
mind.
itself. Jesus Christ,
We're
everything
back.
broke. And better than ever. Yeah, I didn't scam anything! Who broke it with the members?
One Piece, said that Akira Toriyama and Dragon Ball were his biggest influences when creating his work.
Okay, who was Toriyama? Do we clap for them?
We always gotta go back if we're talking about inspirations and stuff. And even still, how would One Piece have changed if Dragon Ball had not existed? What super obvious similarities do they
Neo
share?
Arcadia says, wait a minute, is this BlackScape? The second biggest Dragon Ball bit
None
writer?
other.
Yep, BlackScape indeed.
And Toriyama said Journey to the West, so do we clap for that author? Well, My Hero Academia was inspired by One Piece, and we all know how that one turned out.
Y'all, with this Iron Might bush, y'all,
My Hero is turning into the... It's turning into the stinky. It's getting the third stink.
it is exactly what I did not want, point for point, with the addition of the I'm using my in students quirks.
Buster.
What?
Why doesn't Astro Boy get the clout Dragon Ball does?
Because Dragon Ball is a lot easier to like. It's a lot more accessible.
Nami the Goat
It's
says,
still.
let my hero cook, we are going somewhere.
My
Yeah,
Hero...
we're going to the dump. It's got a one-way trip in that garbage dump. Get out of here.
Get slop for the trough. Eat up,
I feel like
piggies.
it's nothing but what it is. Exactly.
I gave up on trying to keep up with My Hero. Yeah, Astro Boy's too old for a current gen.
Yeah, the animation is not as good, whereas the Dragon Ball animation still holds up to
Yeah,
this day.
it's a serviceable amount of animation, even if it's not something mind-blowing.
C says, MHA turned into shonen bottom of the barrel bullshit.
Terrible.
The worst. It sucks that drop
The almighty
off,
Jim
and I
Henson
cannot
says,
wait for the because
Iron All Might is
reasons.
the worst thing I ever seen in New Gen.
Y'all, the exact opposite of what I wanted. The exact thing that I was expecting. Save for
Why
I'm
couldn't
gonna
this
use
have been
this
Deku
point.
Adrian
then?
Rusko says, why is this topic so popular all of a sudden? Did the same conversation happen when Gear 4th was revealed in the anime back in the day?
I think it's because Dragon Ball fans don't have too much going on right now. So
Yeah.
they have no choice but to be defensive of their series because they can't hype up what's going on theirs because there's not really too much going on. You got the retelling of the Heroes arc, and you got
Which I find better in the manga.
you got the superhero, not the superhero, the Dragon Ball Heroes web anime.
Nami the
whatever.
Goat
We
says,
still know if
what
that's
had the
going
hardest
on.
fall off My Hero or Black Clover?
My Hero.
My Hero.
He Hungers
No
for
Clover.
Host says, Astro Boy did power levels better than Dragon Ball with horsepower.
Hey, we gave up.
Silver Heart Soul says, I would like to retract my previous statement of call this guy a dragon bum. Fuck this guy. Saying that SSJ is what made Dragon Ball popular is an insult to Akira Toriyama.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a myriad of
Hi,
things.
One
Bionic
thing.
says, the fact that armor is more resistant than the Gigantomachy is one of the biggest bullshit I've ever seen.
It is.
We got it.
I understand.
Save the My Hero stuff for after the stream.
The man says it himself. Without Dragon Ball and specifically Super Saiyans, we
No, you just gotta add that. You just gotta add without Dragon Ball and Super Saiyans because I've already established that Super Saiyan is the
Master
thing that
Chief
made it
says,
blow up in the West.
I own the Astro Boy manga and have read a good portion of it. It is better than Dragon Ball. But people wouldn't like Astro Boy because it is episodic with no overarching plot.
Oh no, can't be having that. This would be like because of Dragon Ball and time skips. One Piece wouldn't exist because it's got a time skip.
He's just adding the fact of Super Saiyan just to make his point, just sliding it in there. It's like, no, you did not establish that Super Saiyan is the thing that made it blow up. You just said that it was.
It was a One Piece troll who started it, and Dragon Ball fanboys fell for the bait. I don't know if that's what happened, Kami-sama, but I would not be shocked.
I wouldn't be
about it.
shocked.
honestly would not see the same landscape of shonen anime that we have right
I don't care about the landscape. Are the series
Jet
good?
Black J says, wait, Dragon Ball Z fans know what Dragon Ball is X to doubt. Sophie G
Yeah, nothing
says,
existed before
Black
Z.
Clover is still a good read. Even though there are some things I don't particularly like, it's still good.
I need to catch up.
I enjoy it. I wouldn't call it good. There's good within it.
now. In the last like 20, 30, 40 years, we would not have seen that same landscape because so much
I don't care.
Yeah, this inspiration
Adrian Rusco
garbage
says,
is meaningless.
But they don't need to defend anything. The I word does not happen overnight. It could reach that status, but it will take time.
Yes.
Ares 1 says. So in conclusion, the Super Saiyan Yajin, that the Japanese pronunciation, ding, is more iconic than anything the video.
Absolutely.
Deterex 525 says. So he just forgetting how Super Saiyan was spoiled for the longest time cause of the intro.
Absolutely.
And how it just wasn't foreshadowed or anything. Outside of just saying that it exists.
of our zeitgeist and culture is so closely knit and derived from Dragon Ball. That's why I call Dragon
Ball
Ball
says,
the
Do Dragon Ball fans no consume anything outside of Dragon Ball?
I would love to talk to a Dragon Ball super fan just to see what else they like, and just to be like, you realize that everything, because I don't think there's very few things that do things worse than Dragon Ball, like power scaling, power systems, the side characters. I just like, you realize that what you just mentioned does basically everything better than Dragon Ball. What does Dragon Ball do better that you make it still like it to this day?
It's got a special place in my heart.
Conversation with them, just somebody just like, no, I don't think that it's bad and I like it. I think that it's good and I love it. I would love to have a conversation with them, just to be like, Susanoo Goku, explain that.
I don't know what you mean.
And just for them, like, well, it's the training, and that's what I would like, but that's not.
But no, that's also what you would hate.
I would like to see the mindset of them, because it back and forth, instead of just
A
them
case
just
study of
yelling iconic and yo, One Piece sucks. It'd be like sparkly blue. What's up with that? Just to see their mindset of just go.
You're talking super stuff.
Just to
outside
give
Dragon
them
Ball.
a second to just like think about it, and instead of just going, yeah, sparkly blue, that's amazing. Just going, wait a second, what is sparkly blue? Just to have them think about it, because if you do think about
That
it,
awareness. Are you going to see the Barbie movie?
the what?
The Barbie movie.
Yes. Yep.
I mean, it's super early in the movie.
It doesn't matter.
I call Dragon Ball the father of all anime.
It's,
Wait a second, did we do this already?
first, the father of all. First, it's not a thing you said.
First,
says,
first.
Dragon Ball is an iconic masterpiece.
Shut up.
Dragon Ball is the first. It's the father of all anime.
First, you're not the only one to say that. Don't say I call it.
Says, New bum series. What if Dragon Ball Z came out today?
What?
Paul
It
A
would
says,
not be as popular.
But it paved the way. Neo Arcadia says, the most iconic transformation that transformed the manga medium to this day and continues to, in my objective opinion.
Yeah, okay. People are itching for a time. Second, the father of all anime. So there was no anime coming out around the area nor before
Jinx
that could have been an
One of
influence.
the only series that does things worse than Dragon Ball is Demon Slayer.
And apparently Platinum Man. But
Toriyama invented anime.
I guess
Literally,
anime just wasn't popular until Dragon Ball.
the most he could have said was the current shonen, maybe the father of current shonen.
What? Indeed.
Fist of the North Star was before Dragon Ball.
Buster says,
JoJo was around the
Could've
same
had
time.
223, but you guys rather time me and suffer.
Y'all don't need it. Thank you, Isaiah,
Dragon Ball for Astro Boy.
Thank you, Isaiah,
This
for
is
the
the
super chat.
Naruto argument of it inspired
Y'all
Dragon
might
Ball,
do
y'all.
Maybe he is going anime would not be as popular or as good as it is today because of Dragon Ball, which is still nonsense.
Well, maybe if he means that, maybe he should say that in something longer than a 2-minute video.
The thing about it is, even if that's the case, who's to say what
R.
we have
Aries
today
one
wouldn't
says,
be better than what
Dragon
we
Ball
currently
is what
have?
inspired BG to start scamming hashtags
My
to the top.
sources that I made it
Master
the fuck
Jinx
up.
says, as someone who watches 1970s mecha anime, this guy is pissing me off.
Dragon Ball inspired it.
Dragon Ball is essentially the grand priest of the multiverse, and One Piece is more likely Whis, one of the most powerful angels. But Super Saiyan specifically...
What do you mean by that?
This is a lack of explanation I have yet to see. And I'm sure the comment section is
It's okay
people
to be confused.
it's people barely talking about whatever he's saying in the video and just talking about, yeah, Dragon Ball, yeah, One Piece. He wants an argument in comment section to boost the algorithm. He does not care if it's a positive or constructive argument. He just wants a argument.
That's what it seems like. He seems like somebody who
Aries
is
one
well
says,
invested in that.
Bastard.
That was the
it's
worst
rude.
analogy I ever heard. He wants the argument farm. The very first manga was I'm not going to try that. So no, this is not the true father of manga.
No, it is.
that moment, what it did to the landscape of everything that we've seen so far.
What did it do? What did it do
What did
for
it
the landscape?
do to Death Note? What did Super Saiyan contribute to Death Note?
And that's the problem with people whose channel is just this. They're just in this mindset of no but Dragon Ball, no but Naruto, no but Bleach. We continue to see that. Branch out. Jujutsu Kaisen, them motherfuckers. It's not even the One Piece people though.
Everybody sucks.
It's just when you focus so heavily on that one anime, you can't think about it outside of, yo, this is the anime. People bashing on Bleach, they don't understand it. People ain't ready for Jujutsu Kaisen, the newest hype is.
Neo Arcadia says, it wouldn't have a Western fan base if not for Dragon Ball. Or something.
Or something.
40 years, One Piece hasn't even come close to achieving that kind of iconic status.
Influencing other series? Because it does. Shrug shoulders.
Or world changing and zeitgeist cultural changing type of impact.
World
on
changing. What did it
change in the world?
Did it change the perception of anime? I don't think that it did. Because again, Pokemon, that's Hello Kitty, those two are way more popular worldwide.
Ryuk has spiky black hair and characters in Dragon Ball have black spiky hair, so it was clearly influenced.
Ah, gotcha!
Own anime alone, forget even things inside the anime. It's all love, guys, but at the end of the day,
I'm sorry, what?
It's cultural changing type of impact just on its own anime alone, forget even things inside the anime. It's all love, guys, but at the end of the day, Super Saiyan is just more iconic than One Piece.
It's more recognizable. It's more well known. Thank you for the super chat, Soul.
Says, the first car revolutionized transportation, but no mechanic today would say that Carl Benz is the best car because it is the first.
Absolutely not. Oh, but it was the father of cars.
Says, you guys cracked 60. Congrats.
You truly don't understand. It's tunnel vision nostalgia. Hell is combination.
This is a horrible thing for that.
Thank you again for the super chat. Yeah, we don't.
Subscribe for more content.
That is not a good voice impersonation. Is that Android 18 black?
Yes. And she has
What
a role.
in Kingdom Hearts?
And
Why? What was that?
Yeah, we got to go back to that one. So she has a rose because he's Rose.
Jesus.
inside the anime.
DeTrex 525 says, I'm surprised he's not using the Dragon Ball skins for that Fortnite footage.
He can't afford it.
Subscribe for more
That is
content.
not a good impersonation. Why? Why? That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
He said nothing indeed.
Again, I don't think we said it in the beginning, but I'm going to say it now. I don't give a about what's more or less iconic than a thing. I don't even believe in more or less iconic. Stop with the alert.
But what is it okay to be, though?
I only care about the quality of things in terms of why they're good or not. Being more or less iconic, again, a thing I do not believe in, means nothing to how good it is.
Can we check the comments real quick?
Do I have to bring them up on stream?
Would you please?
Oh.
They're less than good, I'll say.
Hey! Wait, are we getting the call out?
No. The other way, sir. You were mistaken in what you believed.
I had hope for...
No, what are you talking? This is your fault.
I had hope for a single, solitary second.
I don't know what you thinking. Call out.
Because you were like, oh, this sucks.
This is a Dragon Ball channel. Why would it be anything but this?
Neo
That
Akemi
this video was
I'm
iconic.
beginning to think you rigged the point system to lose every time. I'm calling scam because I have not won a single roll so far today.
That means nothing to me. That's your fault. Get good. Skill gap. SSJ down. You're hearting comments without you. And anime can't change my mind. Then there's no reason to talk to you. The OG Dragon Ball Super transformation is a transformation that is constantly compared to others. Because everybody knows it, and that's what they grew up with. I don't give a shit.
Even non-anime fans know how iconic it is.
SSJ is and always will be the most iconic. SSJ has been around for decades before is the most iconic. It doesn't matter. Super Saiyan has more and more media attention, is well
Anko
known by
says,
people not Dragon Ball
At least
fans.
these videos don't use any Persona music. That is the only positive I can think of.
There you go.
Go up. You just missed one. Goku paved the way for all anime. Enough said.
Yeah, no, we're good. here.
Enough said, baby. It's
We're
all
good
just
here.
Goku. It was nothing before. You were reading blank pages on the manga page. That's all.
It's truly just a circle jerk and flick in the comment section. Just puds and beans being played with your neighbors.
Monkey D. Luffy, a very poorly written character.
By
Spark of Lore.
Spark. I thought it was Scope of Lore. Spark of Lore.
Hello. This is a quick video about my opinion on Luffy as a character. If you disagree with my opinion, just hit that like button.
Why would I hit a like button if I disagree?
If you agree with my opinion.
Okay.
If you disagree with my opinion, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you.
That's sensible.
Opinion.
That's a sensible comment.
Opinion.
It's definitely opinion.
Opinion.
All right, let's get into it.
We already know there's about to be a war between me and all of the One Piece fans out
This preemptive call out bush. It's either A, you're trying to incite a war, or B, you're trying to quell a potential war. Either way,
Make your points.
Make your points.
Massive
Let what
Jinx
comes
says,
come and deal
Hey
with
is
it.
right, I just checked and my Astro Boy manga is full of blank pages.
It's just nothing.
Everything got Thanos snapped. It's just like, are we the only ones who remember pre-Goku anime?
But yeah, this is...
R. Ares 1 says. B. G. You keep on accusing DA for believing in people while you do the same. Hypocrite.
Oh, look at that.
He believes in the wrong people.
there. But I will say this, at least hear me out. Before you automatically press dislike, I do have good things to say about Luffy.
Should I go to the web page to speed this up?
We'll see.
But yes, Luffy's just a bad character. Or a poorly written character, I should say. Now, before I even get started into why I believe he's a poorly written character, I'm gonna explain the structure of this video. First,
I was hoping he would explain what a good written character is and why Luffy is not that thing.
I think he will.
Okay.
We have time. Shields up.
This is a video with a creator that has 15 subscribers. Don't expect a lot.
Zaldonic
Of
says.
A bit lower.
No, I heard you once and I don't want to anymore.
I bet he's gonna recite stuff from the wiki for Luffy. No
Oh, I
explaining.
hope
What's up,
not.
smart?
I hope we're not synopsis boys.
it's gonna be
ALX bullying small YouTube. We just didn't do it with like 500k subscribers. Well, we can't do nobody. It's gotta have the exact subscriber number as us.
the good things about Luffy. And then it's going to be the bad things about Luffy. Or the downright terrible things
Buster
about Luffy.
says. This video is about to be 80% explanation.
Angel
of the structure
Essence
and
Goku,
20% nothing
Dragon
further
Instinct
criticism.
Goku, Spirit Saiyan Goku, Primal Instinct Goku.
Wait, he's not tripping on his face yet. Let's see. Thank you for the super chat,
Chris the Chump
Silverheart.
says. Listen, if Toriyama is the godfather of shonen, then Oda is the made man.
Made
Tears
it.
of joy.
Be just awful things. So yeah, I do have good things to say, and I will start out with those good things. And the last part of my video is going to be my personal opinion. Because whether I can...
Does he not realize the good things he has to say about Luffy and the bad things he has to say about Luffy are also his opinion?
Isaiah Avila says. Get ready for the Goku comparison.
Oh, here we go!
Dude.
Here we go! We never
can't.
left!
We
We
can't.
iconic! Inspired!
Characters poorly
Devin
written or
Ogugwa says, DBZ has ruined people's perception of anime forever. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Forever.
opinion. Because whether a character is poorly written or good written, I can still like
It's fine.
Well written is the phrase you're looking for there, sir. Why is the bet up? There's no bet going.
characters poorly written or good written. I can still like either way. There's some
Oh, we didn't even rate that
Aries
last
1
video.
says, remember, if you have
Anomaly.
one
You
more
say nothing.
subscriber than the person you're criticizing, you are in the wrong 0.30%.
You're either punching up or punching down. You're either a clout goblin or a bully.
There's no bet going. Do not bet.
badly written characters I actually enjoy. But I think it's an important thing to know, like, when to differentiate characters that are good and characters that are enjoyable. You can enjoy a character that's poorly written, like that's perfectly
Anko
possible.
says,
So yeah,
hashtag good written. What is that?
What is it?
He also had a video 3 days ago about One Piece is garbage and here's why. It's a 24-minute video. It is now on the list.
pretty much it. So first it's gonna be about the good things about Luffy, and then it will be about the bad things about Luffy, and then my opinion. So let's get started. And as you notice, this video isn't really scripted. I have bullet points and I'll just go straight off those bullet points.
Explain yourself, you.
He's gonna explain himself.
Why would you do bullet points and go off your dome? Especially since the video you're showing isn't even congruent with what's being said by you. So it's not like you, if I write this out, I'm going to have to go fishing for the clips. You can just use any old screenshot or fan art that you want. Why not structure this so you can get all your points across in the most succinct, understandable way possible, instead of just trying to fly off the dome? Like, if you want to fly off the dome, that's 100% fine. But if you're doing a structured video like this, I would not fly off the dome.
Yeah, you got to make your points. Since you're already expecting a war, you got to be like, I got to be as structured and as logical as possible. Why can't you be like, yo, he's stupid, moving on? No, I got to have examples. And by having those examples, you got to go fishing for them and script it and just go, in this scene, he did this, which is illogical, blah, blah, blah.
I watched Spark's new video and left a comment. I heavily disagree with that video. Hopefully he sees it. There you go. He has too little energy. It's like me before my first coffee in the morning.
It's kind of like a sped up Last of Us 21, as it were.
Who wouldn't be a sped up Last of Us 21?
What?
Where am I?
Who are you?
You fell out the window. Oh.
No, don't ask for Last of Us 21.
Zay Money Artist says, iconic, relating to or having the characteristics of an icon.
That's what I believe. I think I've explained this before. I believe Michael Jackson is an icon. I believe the silvery glove is iconic. I believe the moonwalk is iconic. Those types of things.
So let's get started. The first good thing about Luffy is that he's kind of unpredictable, and a lot of
That has nothing to do with why a person is good or bad or a character is good or bad.
R.
They've been
Aries
building
one
that
says,
apartment for like 5
City of the
years.
Devil LASTOF US 21 when
No,
Never.
never.
What?
Yeah, you heard us, never.
One True King says, God created the earth and said, let there be Goku. And there was Goku, a beacon of hope. God saw it was good. He said, let there be Kamehameha waves and Dragon Balls. And so manga was born.
And then everything else sprouted from that one moment. Praise be.
people would think, wait, what the hell are you talking about? He's a really generic shonen protagonist. Now I get
Who is calling Luffy a generic shonen? First off, what
What is a stereotypical, prototypical, generic shonen protagonist? What are the characteristics of that?
that Luffy is not really a unique shonen protagonist, but I don't think he's as generic as people like to claim. And that's because One Piece came out in 1999, or the manga came out in 1997. Like, that was back when shonen was still at its, I wouldn't say beginning because there was a lot of shonen beforehand, but all of the tropes we see in shonen today, it was not present back then. So I don't think he's as generic.
Wait, what tropes were not present back then? Power-ups? But it was, though.
It's okay to be confused.
the goofy protagonist that likes to eat.
But it was, though.
What tropes?
He's not cooking. He's not explaining himself. He's a baby.
Friendship boost. What do you think Super Saiyan is?
Yeah, that's kind of how Yusuke and Kuwabara.
Explain yourself.
Thank you.
Baby.
Meme Spice says, y'all think T23 make bad design? Well, you sure have not seen BT3 mods.
And we won't.
As people like to claim. Now, when I say unpredictable, I mean you never really know what Luffy's thinking. Luffy doesn't really have any sort of internal dialogue.
But that doesn't matter. We know what kind of
irrelevant.
character Luffy is. We know he wouldn't just fuck a little girl for no reason.
You had to add the no reason because you know
He
Luffy
would, if there
will
was
sock a
good
little
reason.
girl.
He knows.
Oh, Turk, you just missed the mini rant on My Hero.
We're probably gonna get to that later.
We're probably gonna get to it. No more talking about it at length because we're saving it for the because reason.
I can give a little bit.
Okay.
I can see that we were good on time, so I can just 3 minutes bam time.
Okay.
But he's already said that I don't want to be a hero because the hero got to share his food and I want to eat the food.
Yep.
So if it's something heroic that's not going to benefit him directly or
Buster
something that
says,
offends him, he's not going to
Cinema
do
Sins
it.
has ruined a generation of criticism tropes and predictable tropes and themes. I'm so tired of this talk about the quality.
Yeah,
so tired
it's the
of it.
easiest thing, but they just say tropes and they just
How am
go,
I-
there it is.
How am I elitist? I don't understand.
So you don't really know what he's thinking. Basically, he expresses his thoughts through his actions, and since he has no internal dialogue, you basically have no idea what the hell he's gonna do. He might technically be generic, but he's
Based on what traits does Luffy share that is widely shared amongst what is a large amount of traits that Luffy shares with a large amount of other shonen protagonists.
And things that don't make him unique outside of those things. Because you can have the goofiness, but then you can also have the super serious moments or the self-doubt or something like
If
that.
you're going goofy, a protagonist is goofy, are we really gonna...
I'm just so tired of this stupid shit.
So tired, Phil.
kind of unpredictable. Like sometimes when you're about to take him seriously, he just does something stupid and just kind of funny, and then vice versa. Like for example,
Okay, I was about to say you
back
got
in
some examples. There
Alabasta
you go.
when they were walking through the desert, and then Luffy just randomly stopped, and he was like, you know what, I quit. I don't want to stop the rebellion. Like at first you thought he was just joking around, but then he actually meant it. He actually said, fuck it, we don't need to stop the rebellion. Let's just go for Crocodile because he's the one that's causing this shit. And we're not going to actually convince that many people to just stop fighting. So yeah, that's the thing about Luffy. He's very unpredictable. He does get a bit more predictable.
He's simple-minded in that aspect. It's like trying to convince 1,000 people versus beating the one guy, and then you have no choice but those people are convinced because now we've exposed that he's evil. It's a lot more of a simple-minded, this is the direct path that I need to go down.
Predictable during the latter half, after the time skip, but that's for another day. Luffy is the catalyst for a lot
Catalyst.
We will never leave.
Catalyst.
of the character development that occurs in the series. If you take a look at Nico Robin, how
Robin's character development was absent of Luffy as a whole. She was always the character she was. She hid it behind a facade of someone else to protect herself.
Yes. The entire crew were going after Robin. It was not a captain's order, let's go after Robin. It was, we're all just going to do this thing because we want her back.
The most you could say is Luffy brought out some of the Robin that she might have thought she lost.
Catalyst Man! Catalyst Man!
Generic doesn't equal bad. I have no idea why people have started a disdain train for something being generic. Shouldn't the quality matter?
Because when you don't think about something, you can just say generic and everybody just goes, ah, yes, generic. I know what you mean by generic, and generic is bad. So you don't have to really criticize it because you can just shorthand it by just saying
Coddington D. Hope
generic.
says, so he's unpredictable but generic? If you can't predict him, he didn't do the generic thing.
We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that
The whole
contradiction.
thing with genericness is I feel like people's media literacy and ability to analytically critique something is at bottom of the barrel low. And because of that, they can't really discern what's good or bad about a thing. They can only discern what's unique or generic about a thing. Because you look at something like Cinema Sins, they're going to go, oh, where have I seen that before?
Ding.
And that's their mentality. I've seen this before,
T-Rex 555
thus bad.
Generic is bad unless it's Demon Slayer for some reason.
Yeah, no, but then generic is done great to a great degree, and it
Galvanic
wears it
says,
on his shoulder and
if
crap
I
like
were to
that.
explain Luffy's thinking, it's like this. If problem C can be solved with A, then why bother with B?
Yeah. It's going to be the most straightforward path. I just got to beat this guy up and everything else will fall into place. Or it will be easier to fall into place. He's not a guy that was just stand around in a meeting room because he's going to get bored. He's going to fall asleep. He's just going, if we beat this guy, we'll be good. He won't have an army no more.
As a character that was in the shadows. She starts off as a character that thought she could never trust anyone, that she could never belong anywhere. It is because of Luffy. And
No, it was partly because of the crew as well.
Yeah.
When she's thinking about everything, she's thinking about fun times with the crew, not just looking at Luffy.
Luffy's actions, why she became what she is today. A character that's capable of trusting people
Buster says,
and have
Gamble 800.
That's just douchebaggery. I'm waiting on the other one though. Oh, you don't have enough points, man.
friendships. And a lot of the interesting character moments always involve Luffy. Like when he put his hat on Nami, like when he fought
Cotton
Usopp.
Candy Hope says,
Yeah, when he did these things.
86% like something I've seen, so it's the same thing, and having two things be the same is bad.
Yeah.
I can only eat a sandwich once or it becomes generic, and that's bad.
Absolutely.
That's the problem with generic. It's just...
I'll go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Here's the thing. You're talking about all these things that Luffy has done that has been great moments within the series. But you're talking about moments that are great in the series, but they involve Luffy, as opposed to the moments that are great in the series that don't involve Luffy. Like Nami putting her foot through Miss Sunday. I mean, Miss whatever her name was. Doublefinger. Stuff like that.
There's very good character moments and character interactions that occur because of Luffy's actions. So
Yes, just like there's very good character
Yeah.
moments and character interactions because of Zoro's actions, or Sanji's actions, or Nami's actions, or any other crew
means
member.
nothing.
It means absolutely nothing.
yeah, some of the character development that occurs in the series is because of Luffy. Or I should say, the very little character development that occurs. There isn't really like too much character development in One Piece.
There's so much character development in One Piece.
Yeah.
Character development does not mean characters changing. Characters
Completely.
thinking about whatever they were doing before.
Agreed.
Going, oh my god, no, and then doing
I
slightly
no
different
longer
things.
want to be evil. I've
Luffy
completely
says,
changed.
I feel like I can defend Luffy better, and I don't even watch One Piece.
But
character
Usopp rubbing the dirt on himself going, no more dumb pirate game.
That is legitimately character development. Even though he's still that cowardly character, even though he'll still run away, even though he'll still do that dirt thing, there is the mindset of, oh no, this is a problem and I
Buster
can
says,
solve this problem.
Character development equals character change, don't you know?
All the time. He's talking about a lot of movie moments around Luffy and not the character of Luffy.
Yeah,
Absolutely
it's-
so. Again, character development. When you get a Law saying he doesn't like bread is character development because he has developed into a more three-dimensional character. We know this
know,
two-dimensional
like
character
Ninja Essence
does
Goku,
not like
Dragon
bread.
Instinct Goku, Spirit Saiyan Goku, Primal Instinct Goku.
Spirit Saiyan Goku. So things like that. We know Zoro getting lost, learning that. That is character development because we know Zoro is bad at directions.
Cotton Candy Hope says,
Probably gonna hear more about
Chopper,
that in this
please
video.
no one come in this room. Later, I'll become a monster if I have to.
If I got to. If it's gonna help
I'm
Luffy.
sorry, Dr. E.
I'm just gonna be honest right now. And my third good thing about Luffy,
I'd love to see you guys debunk the Skypiea foreshadowing argument. Also, Shonen has genuinely mind-rotted people about what good writing is. There's good writing for Shonen, and I think that's what they understand to be good writing. As far as the Skypiea thing, let people have it, but I personally don't believe in it. There are aspects of it I can see, but I feel like they're trying way too hard.
I think it's very much like the hockey thing where you just went, oh, Mantra, I could just sort of shape that into hockey, another form of hockey. Instead of just being a weird ability that they had.
is that he's generally a likable character. You see, I can't say the same thing about Naruto, Natsu from Fairy Tail, or
Wait,
Ichigo.
Ichigo.
These three characters aren't likable? I think you're conflating likability with entertaining.
I don't think he. Let's hear his next sentence.
Those guys are just not likable at all.
Let's hear his next sentence.
Those guys are just not likable at all. Luffy is pretty likable. Like,
Let's hear his next sentence.
from Fairy Tail or Ichigo, those guys are just not likable at all. Luffy is pretty likable. Like, he has nothing you can really complain about.
So what's the rest of this video?
Here's the thing. Oh yeah, you're about to complain about it!
Dude!
Like, goddamn, bro. This video is horrible.
Buster says, there is a Germa comic in One Piece. What does that even look like? I know this is off topic.
They show
Master
a
Jinx
bit of
says,
it, but it's the
when people say that
sword
something
thing.
is iconic, they seem to just mean that it is recognizable to people. When they say that Super Saiyan is more iconic than something else, they mean it is recognizable.
Yeah, but
Let's say recognizable.
I would like for them to explain that instead of just using the word iconic and just going, everybody knows what iconic means, and we're all on the same page. Because
Visionary, absolutely, he just contradicted himself
Yeah.
with that one. Because he legitimately said there's not really anything you can complain about Luffy. And then half the video is going to be him saying Luffy is bad.
So, like, there's nothing really to complain about Luffy. Does he mean that he's a Gary Stu and the other characters are not Gary Stews? In which case, isn't it good that they have flaws or things that you can complain about and not like and disagree with?
Hey, there are a lot of likable people I have in my life. And there are a lot of negative
Adrian
traits about
Rusko
those
says,
people I can complain
I
about.
think Ichigo and Natsu are
Like me,
likable.
getting up and
Paul,
going to the
debunked.
bathroom in the middle
Try
of your
explain yourself
sentences.
now.
Who is this for? It's for people that... You know what? I don't know who this one is for. Maybe for people...
Buster says,
Maybe for like debate farming.
spoilers, but what did you think of the Germa 66 cover story in One Piece?
I liked it. I liked Pudding's role in it. It was fine. It was fine. Here's the thing. There are several things in One Piece that have yet to be explained, and it's really irksome to me that we've just kind of moved past these things. I need an explanation. No, I don't need an explanation tomorrow or even within this year, but I do eventually need an explanation for these things, or I'm going to be very annoyed.
Mm-hmm.
Things like, how did Jinbei and his crew escape?
That'd be very great to have that explanation. I don't think we're going to get that one.
Then I'm just gonna be so mad at the end of the series. Like we just glossed over this nonsense. I will admit I didn't like Luffy when I started One Piece. I did find him annoying. So he's just lying on your name, Sam Josh, because he just said there's nothing you can complain about.
10 minutes of complaining.
There are very few characters in the entirety of my life where I instantly went, oh yeah, I like them. Maybe 12 in history.
Personality-wise. Character-wise, writing-wise, yes. And
Okay, there you go. He didn't. Personality-wise, what do you mean personality-wise? What? We used to call them generic! How is personality any different? How is he generic if his personality is different from the people that you just named?
Let's keep in mind personalities. Wise.
Neo Arcadia says, this is the Gamer Josh opinion, but in reverse.
let's get to that next. But when it comes to his personality, there isn't really much of a problem with Luffy. He doesn't annoy you. He doesn't.
Sam Josh literally just said he annoyed him.
But what if he
Silverheart
does,
says,
though?
Luffy is dumb to a point. He has almost fuck a lot of this and is only alive by skill and dumb luck.
Absolutely. Here's the thing. At the end, he said it's going to be his opinion on the matter. So right now, I would assume it's the objective, factual stuff.
Mm-hmm.
When all he's presenting is anecdotal evidence and his opinion on this subject matter.
There's just nothing that you can be annoyed with Luffy about. Unlike Natsu and Naruto and Ichigo.
Ichigo says, here's his response to a comment questioning his likable point. Naruto is a terrible character. Talk no jutsu is insanely annoying. Ichigo is good at first, but got annoying after Soul
Jesus!
Society.
Worthless.
Explain yourself, you baby!
Yeah, no, that's crazy. It's amazing how hyperbolic people can be sometimes to prove a point. Guy's mother's basement would make a statement like Sword Art has no character development instead of saying it's faulty execution.
Yeah, but that you're easier to get the people that don't like Sword Art Online to agree with you.
To instantly agree with
and
you.
you're just going, yeah, I hate this thing, and
it has no character development.
Tanjiro Mary Sue, we would need to define what a Mary Sue was and really break that down, because the whole they're perfect. They have nobody dislikes them. Everybody instantly likes them. Things like that. It would need to be broken down to such a. I don't really use labels like that. Mm-hmm. So I'd be less likely to answer that without fully delving into exactly what a Mary Sue or Gary Stu is.
I'm going to put this as a problem of him going off the dome. This is a problem doing an off-the-cuff video. You contradict yourself multiple times. This is all we do, though.
Doesn't really bother you in any sort of way. He's just doing his thing. But to be
pause. Okay, Naruto is just doing his thing.
He doesn't really bother you in any way.
He doesn't really bother you in any way. Now what? Do you think that you said anything there? Luffy is annoying. Natsu isn't annoying. Who's right? Who's wrong? Is this an opinion? Can you back up your opinion?
Do you guys think the One Piece anime will expand or add any extra scenes to things Oda skipped by the end of Wano? No, because there were several opportunities to do so now or earlier or right before the raid or right after the raid.
I think it will. It added a bunch of little things. Like there was a moment where Kid was like thinking back to his crew and
Cotton
things as he's trying to get back up.
This guy's video is annoying.
It won't be anything that adds super heavily. It'll just be more expansion on it. So you'll have a little bit of a conversation or something. Like there was like a small couple lines that were added to when Nami was yelling at Kaido, going, "He's not dead, yo."
So that's why I think an off the cuff type of thing like this, like a revisited, should involve 2 or more people, just so you can bounce things off of each other, just so you can keep each other in check, just so you can say, "Hey, you said this earlier. Now you're saying this, you dumb piece of shit."
So that while one person is talking, the other person can be thinking about what their point is going to be, or expanding on the other person's point.
Sometimes somebody hears something that the other person didn't really catch, and it's just like, "Oh wait, they said that. Hold up, go back." Because they were so busy thinking about the point he said, or they said like 8 words ago, they're not hearing the word now.
Fair, this reason is kind of subjective.
It's all subjective, dude. Good and bad are subjective terms. Do you think an animal knows what the concept of good and bad is? It's a social construct.
I tried to find another good point about Luffy, but I really couldn't, so I just included this. And that's pretty much it with all the things I like about Luffy.
Not his power, not his design.
All the things I like about Luffy. These are the good points about Luffy. But this one point was subjective, but the other point wasn't. But it's why I like Luffy.
It's fine. It's all fine.
That's basically it. Now, here comes what you guys have been waiting for. The bad about Luffy. The downright terrible about Luffy. This is gonna be a good one, guys, so pay attention, buckle up, and enjoy the ride. Anyways, the worst thing about Luffy right now in One Piece is the fact that he has no character development.
Pause. He denied the fact that Ace was dead when talking to Jinbei, and then when Tama was just like, "Where's Ace?" he flat out said he is dead. He has accepted the fact that he is dead. He accepted the fact that he was not strong enough to save him, and he vows to get stronger because of that.
He when he first talked to Iceberg, he said, "No, you don't know what this ship can do. It'll sail, just fix it." And Iceberg went, "Are you truly the captain? Letting your crew go out to a dangerous waters like this? You're just leading them to death. You're a joke of a captain." And he had to think it over and go, "We're gonna leave this ship behind because that's what I should do as captain, even though we all love the ship."
This is just false. This is clearly just false. That's all there is to it. He's just wrong. And I'm sick of this. I'm very sick of this because he already said that development not, or did he? Or am I just thinking about it?
What did he say?
Something about development doesn't really make a character or something.
Nope, he didn't say that.
Okay. Oh, he said generic
Yes.
or not. Yeah.
Has no character development. None. Luffy has not had any sort of change in his character. And he's
Yeah, just no change in his character.
The denial of Ace 2, he's dead. We just have to accept it.
When he was yelling at Usopp, he just said, if you feel like that, why don't you just leave the ship? And then he got kicked and he was like, oh, sorry I said that. That's development. In that
Because
moment.
Iceberg had put into his mind that you are not a fit captain. And now you have someone in your crew questioning what you just said as captain. And Zoro going, hey, if you accept Usopp back without an apology, I will leave this bit. And Luffy went, you are right.
That is a change of mind. That is a development of his mindset. This is false. Luffy not having any character development is a bad take. It's a horrible take. It's such a base take that you're just not thinking about.
It's not even the take of he has no character change, which is what a lot of people conflate character development into, because he absolutely does.
I like Luffy's design, both his base and his gear forms, his kind of goofy but serious personality, and his hard work ethic.
Yes,
it's a simple design like he is simple himself. But I think people really want something like a Nami of just like, ooh, I hate pirates. No, but I am a pirate now. Just a clear development like that is obvious to see. Instead of just a Ace is not dead. No, everything is fine. No, he is dead. What do I do now? I still have my crew. I need to get stronger for them.
Cotton Candy Hope says, Luffy about to beat up everyone. Vivi, you aren't fair to be captain. Luffy, I'm sorry I was wrong. Please help our friend.
Oh yeah, in Drum Island.
Yeah. It's just false. It's just so blatantly false as well.
And again, development is not change. Just seeing Luffy's past is development. We know more about the character now.
Water 7 is a very good arc. I couldn't even save the fit money, and then you just see them George phones. You go, it's Usopp! Oh, that's so good!
Viewer request month, Selfish think Goku's origin. Komi and Aruma anime wins.
MF
Lily,
304
music mark, triggered
His ice
ReZero,
cream
and some
from
Last of Us
Monsters, need
21.
money.
Sorry, I talked all over you.
That would be a nightmare.
Oh, Monet, yeah. There are so many times when Luffy struggles and learns from his mistakes.
Yes.
in his character. And he's pretty much remained stagnant for the entirety of the series. And another...
Unlike whom? Who is a character you enjoy, the protagonist that you enjoy, that has changed over the course of the series?
A notable change enough that you can just go, unlike Luffy, this person has changed in this way.
Because even if you go somebody like Gon is still who he was episode 1. He just had a nervous breakdown, essentially. But character and personality wise, he is the same.
What does he value? Because Naruto, somebody like Naruto has had development, but he considers him to be annoying. Does that balance out? Does that make him better or worse than Luffy?
Yeah, someone like Eren, that's what he wants.
But Eren is such a rare breed of literally becoming the villain.
That's why it's good. Unique. Awesome.
Eren sucks too.
The funny part is Luffy's development is not really subtle. It only seems subtle because most refuse to see him as anything more than an idiot. I think it's only subtle because most people don't have it like a pie in the face.
No, they want the Nami, I hate pirates, now I am a pirate, and it's cool.
The thing I don't like is the fact that his leadership skills never developed.
Literally developed over the course of the series.
Literally.
Day one,
Odie.
Luffy would have been like, no, we can take these Marines.
But
Shaba Odie Luffy went, oh no, we will figure this out. Run away. We cannot beat these
Get
guys.
back together at any cost.
We know where we're going. Just survive and get to that location, and we will figure out the Zoro thing when we come to that point.
The 2-year time skip is just like, we are not strong enough for the new world. Clearly, we will die. So get your game up for those 2 years. That's what it was. It's false.
Kicking Usopp out of the crew. Not accepting him coming back to the crew before the apology. These are all leadership things that he has done.
Him not accepting Sanji going away for that bullshit reason.
He told Robin, if you want to leave, that's fine, but you're going to do it after we save you. Okay, let's forget static and dramatic character. Luffy learned that I can't be the only strong one. We all need to be strong. Take 2 years to get better. Everyone.
Legitimately, we are not strong enough for this new world thing.
Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you for the super chat. If we're going to be right next to Whitebeard and just seeing what he can do, I couldn't save Ace. I need to be stronger to save the people that I care about. And again, I would love to have a conversation with this person just to say that. Just to be like, here's him denying that Ace is dead, and here's him straight up saying that Ace is dead. Is that not development?
Oh, hell no.
That part is really problematic. Luffy.
What is problematic about a stagnant character? A character that does not have growth or a character change? What is problematic? Why is the only way to do a character with character change?
He's not a good leader at all. And you see, the thing is, in the beginning of the series and maybe up to a certain point, that wouldn't be a problem. But it's the fact that we're still over 1,000 chapters in and he still hasn't became a better leader.
How is he not a good leader?
What
in
makes
what
him not
ways
one?
is he not a good leader? Even if he's objectively not a good leader, he still has other
Neo
people around
Arcadia
whom are a
says,
good leader and can
Sonic
guide
the
him in the
Hedgehog
right
is
direction.
problematic, I guess.
I guess.
Says, these will be the same arguments as with Joker that he is not a leader. Makoto is the leader. Joker
Oh my goodness, I hate that argument so much. Luffy has saved his crewmates all the time.
And his crewmates have saved him.
Same shit he's been doing since episode 1. And I really dislike how...
What are these things? Because we've named several things he doesn't do what he would have done episode 1.
Shaba Odie, run.
They ran up on the world government's thing. He ran into in prison.
Characters suck from the beginning. Should they remain static characters? Team Rocket, for example.
He recognized that he was not strong enough in Water 7 in his lobby and went, I need to do a new technique to help my crewmates.
Because Aokiji wrecked us.
How is that not development? When did he go, I need to get stronger before that moment?
1. And I really dislike how he doesn't order his crew around.
Jinbei, you come back to me because I'm your captain now. Zoro, do not fight these guys in Jaya, no matter what.
Guys, split up and come back together once we figure this whole Shaba Odie thing out. You are very wrong.
Chris the Chilled says, this dude is a liar.
Hey!
Legitimate liar.
Usopp, take Zoro and Johnny and go after Nami. We will deal with what's happening here with Don Krieg. Like the third thing arc.
He's just wrong. He's legitimately just wrong.
Like, he doesn't tell them, hey, do this, do this, do this.
Literally gave several examples of him saying, do this, do that. Literally. literally just gave several. Here's the thing.
He's just wrong.
How many times does a captain need to tell all of his
Visionary
crew
says,
what they should be doing?
Guys, go on without me. I'll handle Katakuri.
Go on.
Smash all the mirrors on the ship. I'll find a way. If Luffy never changes, hey guys, I punched the strongest creature in the world. Now we got to deal with like the celestial dragon.
Detroit!
Coward.
What a big old coward. Thank you for the super chat soul.
Coward.
Y'all go to Wano. We'll get Sanji.
So many orders, y'all.
He's given so many orders.
Usopp, shoot that flag.
Soge King.
R.
I don't
Aries
know.
one
terrible,
says,
sorry.
He's never there.
Sabadi and Whole Cake. Everyone retreat. Yeah, not ordering at all.
Not at all.
Why does he need to scream Detroit Smash? Because that's what Deku does. What do you mean?
Luffy acknowledged that he's not strong enough to live the lifestyle he has. He could lose all life in him like Moria, but no, he had introspection and decided to become stronger for his crew.
Legitimately.
That alert needs to be removed. It's not my fault. You can blame both Chris the Chill, and you can blame anybody that brought those clips to my attention.
But now the people are going, it needs to be changed. So you're listening to people where it needs to be changed the first time and not the second time? Doesn't make sense. You need character development.
There needs to be time for it to do it.
There
Otherwise,
has
there's
been
character inconsistency.
Themes.
In fact, the leader is Nami.
Oh no! No! Not this Makoto boys! No!
Pirates have first mates for them to go, all right, we're doing this. And then the first mate to delegate tasks to everybody. The navigator to shout out orders and stuff when they're on the ship. We never!
Aries 1 says, inconsistent themes.
What's Nami gonna do when the crew is in trouble? Probably look at Luffy for guidance. Just because she's yelling at the crew what to do when navigating the ship as the navigator!
Spoilers, but what did y'all think of what happened on Pirate Island?
Oh, hype.
Very, very interesting.
Meme Spice says,
where's
let's
Egghead?
calm down with remembering a good moment. Zoro, what are you doing, Luffy? Luffy, they spilled good food. Zoro, oh okay, let me help then.
They spilled the food. Oh no, yeah, you're right. Let's kill them.
A lot of chimp outs in Wano happen because of food. The same thing that happened with Big Mom.
Nami is the one that leads, honestly.
No, Nami is the one that delegates tasks on the ship as she is the navigator. So she go, hey, turn the ship that way, because Luffy cannot do that because when he navigated, he got them lost. When he cooked, he poisoned them. He cannot do those things. What do you think a CEO does? Do you think a CEO comes down and says, hey, fix that bug, person, worker? Or do they go, hey, this bug is an issue, to the middle management person, and the middle management delegates the task to fix that?
Nami, don't tell Luffy about the crazy needlepoint on the log pose. Luffy, Crazy Island.
What's this? It looks so interesting.
Presidents just go, hey, free candy for everyone, and then all the checks and balances, board of, not the board of education, I forget what they're called. The board, whatever. You all know the board. They just go, I'm just flabbergasted by these arguments. And I'm also very stupid.
This is absolutely stupid. Yes,
Yo, get in there, Z-Man! Get right in there! Third man, get right up on here! Not really, though. But it is very, very good. I love it.
One of these days, we're just gonna become a fake scat dance channel somehow.
I would love
It's gonna be 3 years. Like, yeah, I just read a chapter while we're trying to revisit something.
love that.
She's the one that tells them what to do. That's just bad leadership. Like, seriously.
No. Because she tells them what to do on the ship. most of the time he defers to Luffy's. Whatever
Sakujiba
Luffy's saying.
says, One Piece has some designs I like. For example, Nami, Robin, Yamato, Whitebeard, Kaido, Zoro, Ace,
There's a
Carrot,
lot of good
and Boa
designs.
Hancock.
Carrot
like
to the
mine.
top. Phil, what are we doing here, buddy?
DSV.
What are we might get a little bit of Phil after this, y'all.
Doesn't act like a
Cotton Candy
captain.
Hope says, Full series Skeet dance review as an April Fool's video.
Just a legitimate video. That would be a great April Fool's joke. We put out a legitimate video. There's time now.
Oh, he is chimping out. He is going nuts.
Oh no, it's over.
Let's end this now so I can go
pirate.
right there.
Crew. Like, I get it. Him and his crew are all friends. But sometimes when it gets to some serious shit, you have to be a leader for your crew.
Like what? Like what example should Luffy have been a crew? Cuck life.
Live the life of the cut. Luffy has done that multiple times. Like, hey, let's run away.
I like Yamato's dub. I maybe a little bit deeper, but it matches the Japanese version quite well. But it's just like I feel like the character should be a little bit deeper, but that's fine.
The leader is Makoto. Fairy Tail the Guild is the main character. Nami is the captain. Joker is the leader. Natsu and Lucy are the main characters. Luffy is captain. Can people pay the attention?
We never left. One argument.
You have to tell them what to do. You have to order them around.
He has done these things.
I want to hear an example. He's shown that he can provide examples, and I would love to see that example.
To do. You have to order them around. Because you're the boss. You're the man. But Luffy never does that, so he's basically not even a leader. Anyways, my next reason for why Luffy...
Oh, never mind. Oof me.
I guess all the moments we named didn't happen.
Hey,
Just
they
like
just
Aries
did
one
not
says,
happen.
Fairy Tail equals family.
equal family
Yep. Everything I've said from before.
is from an objective standpoint.
That was a big cut it off. We're done.
Everything I've said up until this moment is from an objective standpoint.
A word.
I will never forget Gavin pausing the video in that tweet and just scrolling through, just showing the amount of time before that. All deleted.
He's a bad character. Or a poorly written character, I meant. He doesn't learn from
Chris
his
Mitchell
mistakes.
says, If Oda is the made man, then Hiro Mishima is the playboy of shonen.
Dude, he is Hugh Hefner. He is happy just letting other people do his... No, that's Toriyama, really.
Reason for why Luffy's a bad character. Or a poorly written character, I meant. He doesn't learn from his mistakes. Luffy does not learn from his mistakes.
How did he not learn from I'm not strong enough to handle these admirals and all these super strong people that I need to train in order to get to the new world? Literally, how did he not learn from that mistake?
Do you have an example of a mistake he did that he repeated again that also caused the same amount of trouble?
I don't think Luffy ever purposely made the same mistake twice. Outside of just I want to just punch this super strong person.
Or, hey, this is a hype island, let's go explore.
Buster says, One Piece spoilers. What did you think of everything that happened in the Holy Land?
I liked it.
Cotton Candy Hope says, He learned Croc is weak to water, and that let him win.
Yep.
Hey, my thoughts to everything that happens that's not an egghead. Hey, where's Egghead?
Where's Egghead? Hashtag where's Egghead?
There's been nothing that I didn't like in all of the post-Egghead stuff. Where Egghead?
The divergence of the Egghead stuff.
Where Egghead?
Where Egghead? Not enough Egghead. It's all really good, but Egghead.
Exactly.
And it comes into the whole character development thing. But I want to speak about this and talk about it in a little more depth. Perfect
Example. Let's hear it.
An example of this, back in Punk Hazard, when Luffy was playing around, he was using some UFO ability, and then Zoro said, hey yo, stop playing around. Luffy kept playing around. He didn't care. That was a perfect moment to have some character development and have Luffy start taking shit seriously. But
what was he supposed to do? He was already beating these people. These people are not a threat. He was not playing around once it came to Caesar. Because he's a legitimate threat. If he can twirl his legs and beat 50 people, why wouldn't he?
Did he play around against Dofi? Did he play around against Big Mom? Luffy, you're basically asking Luffy to be less goofy. He's still going to be goofy.
Says, he doesn't have to listen to Zoro. Zoro is not in charge. Luffy is.
Yeah, that's also the fact of, no, I don't want to. I have no reason to. The move did damage. He was hurting people. There was no consequence of him not being serious in this moment.
Zoro was basically yelling at himself. And he was mad that Luffy had gotten beaten by Caesar already. That's what he meant by, we can't be playing around with these people. We're in the new world.
Buster
you
says,
can't be taking things lightly.
Spoilers. What did you think of what we've seen so far with
Hey,
Bon Bon?
shut up, Buster, because we're going to be here all day doing this. Wait till afterwards. But yeah, I love Bonnie. I've always loved Bonnie.
Oh, there's some stuff with Bonnie. I can't, because her Vivid card is shown as her age is 23 estimated, question mark. And then Mercury was just like, Bonnie's over there. Oh, she's just a kid. Let's let her go. I'm like, is she a literal child who is just, because when she fell in the water, she was a kid. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, did her devil fruit stop? But then it was just like, Luffy, when he fell in the water, they did stretch his neck. So it doesn't like cancel out the devil fruit completely. Mm-hmm. So this is the whole thing. But it's just like, he purposely went 23 estimated. So he's keeping his age a secret.
She started bawling saying, don't hurt my daddy.
There's something there with her. And I'm looking forward to it.
And a glutton just eating junk food is very childlike.
Next scene, Usopp says he knows
he's not going to change. He's saying it to him. No, Sanji did that, but yes. Sanji's saying he's always so hard on himself, or he's being too hard on himself or something.
Fell short. He failed. So yeah, that's bad writing. Anyways, back to my next argument. I said he doesn't look...
He's not serious enough.
Wow, that one example. Do you think that that's enough? He doesn't learn from his mistakes. What was the mistake?
What was the mistake?
That was literally your point. He doesn't learn from his mistakes. Zoro said get serious. He didn't. That's a mistake because... Next point.
Ares 1 says... Luffy doesn't learn from his mistakes. It's just a fact. Stop being so female emotional about it.
Learn from his mistakes, and I'm finished with that point. My next point.
Done.
Wow.
Done.
Yo, that One Piece is garbage video gonna go nuts.
Unpopular opinion, but I think the best animes are the ones that are most simple because it doesn't become convoluted. This is why I love slice of life anime. It's different for every person. Some people like that big, complex, interwoven plot lines of all the characters doing all sorts of things within the world. And some people just want to see if the main characters
Luffy
hook up.
gets stuck after using Pinwheel. Luffy never uses Pinwheel again.
Hold on, I'm trying to explain.
But yeah, there's also, good high concept stuff like Death Note. It's not too complicated for the most part, but then you got moments where L goes, all right, Rim, all right, Ryuk, you give Rim your Death Note, you give me this Death Note, and I'll give Ryuk this Death Note.
You meant light.
Oh yeah.
You said L. Yeah. I'm like, hold on.
But yeah, that whole thing, I've seen like 2 videos explaining exactly what happened there, and I still don't fully understand it.
But then you get stuff like Kingdom Hearts, where it's like, oh my god.
Wait a second. Heartless.
You lost me.
15-minute video. And that's just Kingdom Hearts 1.
I hope you understood, because it's about to get worse. Meanwhile, you're just less. Wait, what was that?
Is very important. So let's get into it. Luffy does not understand
Buster
any
says,
of the conflict.
If Bonnie is like 12, I'm going to jail.
A lot of people are. Oda, first off.
Luffy does not understand any of the conflicts that goes on in One Piece.
So?
Does he need to?
Does he need to?
He has a goal.
Okay, who understands the conflicts of what's going on and seeks purposely to resolve them?
Hey, this gas person is hurting kids. That's all I care about.
Let's beat them up.
hey, this shark dude is messing up this kingdom. I don't like that.
Let's beat him up. Hey, my friend is crying because this guy stole her kingdom away from her. Let's beat him up.
Hey, my shadow
Angel
got
Essence
stolen.
Goku,
He
Dragon
wants to
Instinct
hurt someone's
Goku,
life. That's all
Spirit
he cares
Saiyan
about.
Goku, Primal Instinct Goku.
I can't do Kingdom Hearts. It's not possible. Thank you for the.
It's not as
chat soul.
complicated as people think.
That's
it
what
is.
people say when they want to get somebody into something super
I
complicated.
understand.
He knows it's hurting someone he likes. That's all he cares
Yeah,
about.
it's just that simple. He doesn't need to know about the geopolitical stories and how the world governments and a reverie function and stuff like that. You have offended me personally, and I'm going to punch you.
Doesn't-
You have stolen food from these people. I don't like that. You've stolen this person's shadow, and he's a funny, dumb skeleton that I like. So I'ma punch you.
Doesn't Luffy generally choose to not know conflicts? Absolutely. When Najiko was just like, all right, I'm gonna tell you guys Nami's past. Luffy was like, nah, I'm good. Walked around in town.
When
And Nami was like, Luffy, you don't even know what's going on here. And he went, sure don't.
I don't care.
Don't know.
But I know what I have to do. When Jinbei was just like, all right, I'm sorry, let me tell you about everything that happened with Arlong, he fell asleep. He don't care.
He doesn't care. And you're saying that because as a character he doesn't care, he should care, and that's why he's a bad character. Why must the character be this thing?
What could he have done different if he
High
did
Saldonic
care
says,
about what's going on?
And even if he knew all the problems and all the socio-politics of an island, he still doesn't care.
He doesn't care.
And like you just said, even if he knew, what changes? He still knows at the end of the day he has to punch the guy.
Doflamingo, he knew all about what happened with that. And he was just like, no, you're suffocating these people and I don't like that. So I'm going to punch you. At the end of the day, he's going to punch somebody because that's the character that Luffy is, whether he knows what's going on or he doesn't. And I'm glad I got it out before the super chat happened. And I hate that it's so inconsistent.
Because it
Sometimes
would have been
it's 50
perfect
minutes.
right there.
One for all. Full
What a
Cali.
coward.
Detroit smash.
Luffy, I wish for all my character friends to eat until they are full. All that needs to be said. Thank you for the super chat.
Yes.
So, literally one of my favorite lines. What type of world do you think you're going to create? One where none of my friends are hungry.
Not everybody gets to eat. Just my people.
My people. Bad people starve. I don't give a shit about y'all.
to be confused.
I'm just so tired of this stupid shit.
So tired of it.
He does not. Now you might be confused as to what I mean by that, but let me explain to you. When it comes to all these conflicts in all of these arcs, there's a lot of complexity and depth behind these conflicts.
Yep.
In some conflicts, there's hundreds upon hundreds of years
Pause.
of his.
I would like for him to explain to me who's the governor of Mississippi or like the mayor, because there's a lot going on there. Mm-hmm. Tell me whatever state you live. Tell me the governor. Tell me the secretary of state. Tell me the mayor. Tell me all of them. Tell me the previous ones as well, because they affect your everyday life.
Tell me the good and bad neighborhoods of a city 6 cities over from yours. So if we're in Detroit, let's just say like Flint or East Lansing. Couldn't tell you.
You shouldn't care about every single thing, especially a simple character like Luffy. He cares about what he cares about. It is not a negative
Axel
thing.
Gray said he is not a hero.
Said he doesn't want to be a
Literally not a
hero.
hero.
NYC is falling apart, but not as bad as LA. But all right, what's 4 areas around LA that's good and bad?
You are my friend.
Korean House is a meme. That's why.
Yeah,
That's
it's
it.
just a big meme.
Just like Sweet Life of Zack and Cody was a meme.
History. And Luffy doesn't understand anything about these conflicts. That's really bad.
High Saldonic
And,
says, I don't even know who the mayor of my town is, but I know he's a bastard because he doesn't want to pay for things.
That's all that matters. I could kind of see his point. Luffy not caring worked well when the story and the conflicts were simple, but with all these conspiracies and people expecting him to get involved. But he does get involved. At the end of the day, that's what happened. Because if he knew all the inner workings of what was going on with Wano, What changes in
Eric
that he
one
needs to
says,
punch Kaido
I
till
know
he
that if
falls?
ever come to America is to never step foot in Florida.
Oh yeah, no, Florida sucks. If he knew every intricate detail of Crocodile's plan and the conspiracy there, what changes in that he needs to beat up Crocodile for the conflict to start towards resolution or be
Alfonso
resolved?
Rodriguez says, can we listen Hero come back but only the yelling Japanese man part?
I'm sorry for getting go. It's so great. But yeah, Big Mom. It was just like, get the cake, save the Germa, peace out, get what we need.
Does he need to know how the island is not as friendly as it seems?
And it's taking people's souls.
Thanks to the forced
Cotton Candy Hope says,
tax.
this is why I think Jim could betray him. Jim is very for the greater good, but Luffy is me and mine.
Hey,
It would be very good if
I
he
would
did.
say I'm in for it. The mayor in NYC is a hack. He wants immigrants to pull up to NYC, but now he wants to kick them out. Crazy flipping attitude. I mean, I was basically Florida.
About these conflicts. That's really bad. And I'll explain to you why that's bad.
Okay, cool.
Let's take the Skypiea arc for example. The Skypiea arc, the entire conflict with the Shandians and the Enel's regime, that entire thing had hundreds of years of history behind it. Luffy didn't understand shit.
Nope.
Wiper and the Shandians were basically the main characters of that arc. Luffy was stuck inside the stomach of a snake the entire fucking arc, or at least most of the arc. Meanwhile, on the outside, there's a very complex conflict going on. With so much history behind it. So don't you think it's kind of odd how there's a really complex conflict going on and the protagonist of the series doesn't even understand it?
Nope. Nope, I don't.
Because he knows he needs to punch Enelu because Enelu is hurting his people.
Hey,
He's a tyrant. He admits it.
what changes now that he doesn't know what happened?
What changes if he knows or doesn't know about Enelu? He does not care.
Does he need to know what he needs to do? What you're asking for is an entirely different character.
Yes.
Because we've seen throughout all of this, he does not care. Even when it's somebody he cares about, he does not care.
There's a dumb chestnut man down at the bottom of the Blue Sea who's just going, I've been called a liar all this time. There is a bell up there. And he goes, look, there is a bell, and I need to punch this guy because he wants to destroy everything.
And he's going to take the bell.
JX says, he wants Edgewood Luffy.
Luffy just wanted to hang out on Upper Yard, and Enelu was like, "You're here to die, so to not die and lose his fans, beat up Enelu." And then ring the bell, because otherwise he was good. Those people were going to die, the people that fed them, because they were just going to keep going underwater looking for the bell.
I see nothing wrong with this.
I don't ask for Tanjiro to know all the inner workings of the Demon Slayer Corps and the conflict of demons and the Demon Slayers that's going on for hundreds of years, and Muzan and the main Demon Slayer dude. I don't ask for that because it doesn't matter to Tanjiro. He knows what he needs to do to accomplish the goal he wants to accomplish.
Just like with Luffy.
That's what matters.
When was a situation where it was just like, oh no, I actually needed to punch that guy because that guy's the actual tyrant?
Do you think Deku needs to know anything about the racism that goes on in My Hero Academia to know that he needs to punch one for all? Or all for one?
It's just so dumb.
It's such a nothing argument.
Guts doesn't understand half of what's happening around him. All he knows is that he wants to kill the apostles. Everything comes second. I guess he's a bad character.
Yeah, he has a goal that he wants to do, and he's straightforward with it, from what I know of.
What's the problem?
He's just going, isn't this odd? No, it's not odd.
It's not.
Isaiah Avila says, Sky Island's history has nothing to do with Luffy, so he doesn't care.
Literally. When he's literally falling asleep with this tyrant that subjugated his friend's entire town for some 10 years, he's literally falling asleep about the story about him. He doesn't care. So why would he care about 100-year-old history about these Shandians and God and Enru and all this stuff? It's not his character. And you're not saying, you're just going, isn't it weird? No, it's not for his character. For somebody like a Robin, it'd be weird if she just didn't know what was going on.
Your life is nothing. You serve zero purpose. You should trust yourself now. Goodbye.
Or barely has any sort of deep involvement with it. That's pretty fucking...
Deep involvement how? Helping the Shandians by how? How would he help the Shandians? Oh, punching Enru!
What changes if he knows about the history?
Because
does he stab him with the ceremonial spear or something?
Fucking odd. That's terrible. That's trash. Right when he came out of that...
underscore 328 says, Super Scholar Luffy, Bookworm Luffy, College Graduate Luffy.
Hey, what's going on here, you guys? 100 years, you say?
Let me listen intently.
That's trash. Right when he came out of that damn snake, the only thing he said was, hey, my friends are hurt. Let's fight Enel.
Let's fight the person that hurt them. Oh, he just so happens to be the person that's subjugating this entire place? Okay, cool.
Hey, that works for y'all. That helps y'all. That helps us. We're all helped.
My friends were hurt. I want a world where my friends eat all they want.
He's not trying to cure world hunger. He's trying to cure world hunger for his friends.
Tama fed me, and I want her to eat.
The shit out of Enel. But he didn't understand all of the conflict that was going on before that.
And what changes if he does?
Literally. It's just his perspective of, this is the reason why I'm beating you up for hundreds of years of Shandians and all this stuff.
This one's for the Shandian. This one's for my friends. And this one's for head grandpa down there.
Man doesn't remember people's names.
Marco.
Look like a pineapple. Oh, word? The second in command? The person who's above my brother? Couldn't even remember him. He remembered a vague pineapple shape. The man saved his life. He's a big blue mythical bird. And he couldn't remember him. Come on now. This is not Luffy's character.
Isaiah,
what happened?
You were doing so well, you didn't relapse.
You just had a comment.
Thank you for the super chat.
Gray says, the Star What's are best discovered as a wrecking ball.
Yeah. Thank you for the super chat, Isaiah. Words.
And that's bad
One
writing
True
to
King
me.
says, Luffy should have brought the Shandians and Enru together and set up a coalition with fair representation. Then work to sign free trade agreements between Saiyan and Rubber Island.
Free trade agreements. It's that picture of the first Hokage and Madara shaking hands.
They just erect the statue that's holding the bell, but it's Enru and Wiper. No.
On before that. And that's bad writing to me. When you
Bad writing to me.
Bad writing to me. Also, are you in the opinion section now?
Are we in the opinion section, or is this a section that's not about opinions?
have a protagonist, the main character of a series, that doesn't address shit, that's trash. That's
no, he doesn't need to resolve it.
Yes. This guy stole my friend's shadows and my shadow, and I gotta punch him. We also stole hundreds of shadows around the world. Whatever.
I'm so tired of this stupid
Here's
shit.
how this would be different. Here's how this would be different. If the way to resolve the conflict was not through punching somebody.
Yes.
If it was like our world, where it needed to be some geopolitical type of thing to make sure a treaty goes through or something, to shake hands and kiss babies, to try to
Dutch
bring
says,
about two
If
people
Senior
for
Pink
peace.
gave Luffy meat, he would do the world for him.
Exactly.
Absolutely. That's a different thing where you need to know the history to know what you're standing for. Luffy doesn't stand for justice. He doesn't stand for evil. He stands for what he believes is good and bad. You hurt my friends, you are bad.
It'd be like the Dressrosa thing where the king looked like he went crazy and started stabbing people. And then Luffy rocked up and just started punching. It's like, no, you punched the wrong person because you didn't know exactly what was going on. You should have been punching Dofi. But nothing like that has happened. If something like that had happened, he'd have an argument. But his argument is simply, he doesn't understand and is dumb because he doesn't understand. That's not good enough. Because it's not dumb. Because that's his character.
Says, to me, in my opinion, I think no cut of meat, please, thanks.
No cut of meat?
I think I was supposed to be steak.
At the end of the story, Luffy should take over the world government and become the world cage. He'll fix everyone's problems and neglect his son. I feel this would be a good ending to One Piece.
He sat down with Beige and Caesar and made a plan after learning about what was going on in Whole Cake. Yep, he sat down and listened to that. He's willing to do that in certain cases. This fish bastard abused my friends and her people. Made her cry too, so my squad are gonna beat him up. That's what he cares about. Oh, he's in Hody the Third, and this has been all... No!
Adrian, that's part of what it is, though. The solution to these complex problems are usually simple in that we just need to beat up this person. Now, again, we would totally agree with this point if there became an arc where the solution was not, hey, we gotta either run away from this person or beat up this person. If it was, hey, we need to do a certain thing needs to happen for the good of the island to happen that doesn't involve beating up this person, and Luffy didn't do that because he didn't understand what was going on and he just beat up the person, then there would be an argument. The most you can say is the conflict resolution is problematic because yeah, Adrian, if you're saying the conflict resolution is problematic,
in the US, his foreign policy would be entirely dependent on what nations exports the best food to America. He'll start trade wars and sanction non-food producing countries.
Absolutely. But Adrian, if his argument was that the conflict resolution is problematic because with all these complex histories and conflicts and interwoven plot threads, all that needs to be done is somebody needs to get punched to resolve it, that's a problem. But his issue is simply that Luffy doesn't understand the problems, and that's bad.
If he was to make this argument, that would be the argument of all the One Piece villains need to be punched and the conflict is resolved. And luckily, Luffy is doing that
and
because
that
they offended his friend.
And that is an issue I will absolutely hear.
Yeah, but just Luffy doesn't understand.
I've actually never heard the argument. I came up with it myself, and I think that you can absolutely look at that and go, that's a problem. And I have no real argument against that.
What time is it though?
Always deep in time. Always deep in
Kai Zaldonix says, I vote Luffy for president of the planet. Who's with me?
Thank you for the super chat, Isaiah. I would not vote Luffy president of the planet.
Yeah, that would be a very poor.
His policy making would be atrocious.
Bad writing. That's like having a series like Psycho Pass. You know how Psycho Pass has the whole thing.
No, I don't know because I've never seen it.
Explain yourself, you baby!
I mean, he's going to explain it. We just won't understand it.
With the civil system and how it's very morally and ethically questionable. But the main character...
But you're talking about this series that's all about morality and questioning ethics and all this stuff.
This man said, I'ma steal people's shadows and make a shadow army
of zombies. Give me points, bums, or meet me on the west side. Thank you for the super chat and have me to go.
Are we squaring up?
One Piece spoilers. What did y'all think of Big Mom's backstory? I loved it
That
as
is
much
a
as
man
Kaido's,
who
but good.
understood the assignment.
Character of Psycho Pass actually addressed the entire conflict, addressed the entire
Yes, because it's morally dubious. You gotta realize that.
There's no moral dubiousness of punching Crocodile, of punching Enadu, of punching Celestial Dragon.
I'm gonna put a giant lightning ball down on these people because I just want to. I'm God and that's my right.
I could just leave and let them sit here, but no, I'm gonna sink the island.
And I will.
There's clear
Naughty
bad
Dog says,
people doing bad
"On Big Need
things.
Me on the west side, me and my brothers versus the comp bros."
Doom, 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 doom. Copyright.
System. Even though she can't really do anything about it to change it, she at least addressed it, acknowledged it.
Hey, this exists, but I can't do anything. Clap good writing.
That's not Luffy. Luffy is, I can do something about it, and I will.
Even if I don't understand it. Which sounds better to you? Neither. Because it's all about what happens within it.
But you're just asking for a completely different character. This is the strongest man in the world. We can't go against him. He has this entire Wano country. Dang, you right.
Buster, we saw your question the first time. I purposely ignored it.
Buster says,
I'll address it after the stream.
"What did y'all think of Big Mom's backstory? It's probably in my top 5 One Piece backstories in One Piece."
Probably not. I gotta think about that. But I love me some Big Mom. Everything about Big Mom. Not everything about Big Mom. A lot of stuff
Cotton
about Big
Candy
Mom.
Hope says, "Luffy is coming into a lot of these situations far into the conflict, and the good side that does understand the conflict is at the point where they just need to remove the bad people to fix it."
Yeah.
Isaiah Avila says, "What is this I hear about BG scamming all us and taking all of our points?"
All points are going away after the auction stream, the next auction stream.
Yeah, I hate to see
The
it.
economy is being reset and reworked,
Scammed.
so we don't have people with millions of dollars
Scammed.
of scam bucks and people with literally 13K and they can't win auction stream. Because the second the auction stream happens, y'all moms are going to be crying. That moms with a billion points are outbidding y'all.
What did y'all think of Big Mom's backstory? It's probably in my top 5 One Piece backstories in One Piece.
People really itching to get time. Nami.
And comprehended the complexities of it. I don't really like her that much, but at least she addressed and understood a very important aspect of the
JS
entire
says,
series.
"BG trying to steal everyone's points." Hi Zaldonix says, "How about no?" One True King says, "One Piece spoilers. What did y'all think of Big Mom's backstory? It's probably
No!
in my top 5 One Piece backstories in One Piece." Buster says, "Don't ignore my questions, you cucks." Jiraboat says,
I answered the
earned my points,
question.
you scammers." Nami
Don't blame me for the
"One Piece
scamming.
spoilers.
I said
What
this
did
got
y'all think of
nothing to
Big
do
Mom's
with me.
backstory? It's probably in my top 5 One Piece
How is
backstories
it
in One
6
Piece.
TTSs in a
R.
row?
Ares 1 says, "BG like how dare you take away my .R point." Cotton Candy Hope says, "This is just another this thing over here."
Thank you for addressing the video.
I see I'm going to have to turn the cooldown time back on TTS.
Basically. But when you have a protagonist that doesn't understand anything that's going on around him,
Hi
how is
Zaldonix
that even
says,
entertaining?
"I swear I've lived through this before, deja vu." Safi Jiva says,
We never left.
"Hey,
That's why.
don't take my scam bucks. I worked hard for these."
It's entertaining because
Buster says, "Maybe TTS needs a cooldown."
Hey,
Oh,
maybe
it will.
you're a part of the problem.
yeah, it's gonna get a cooldown. I don't want to do it right now because we're almost over with the video. I'm just gonna turn it back off anyway. But people find different things entertaining for whatever reason. I don't need a protagonist to know everything that's going on in the conflict to go, hey, this is the bad person. Cool, I will go against the bad person. I don't need them to know everything that's going on around them. I don't need Luke to know all the history of the Sith and the and Jedi to go, oh, the bad guy?
Will
That's the
Hammond
bad guy? Okay.
28 says, "Luffy understands enough. It's not literally nothing."
Yeah, he understands what he needs to understand.
He understands the person that needs to be punched.
This is a bad person. Oh, this celestial dragon shot my friend. I do not care about his
Cotton Candy Hope
standings.
says,
Or the
"It's entertaining
consequences.
Because bad guy goes, 'I'm the best,' and Luffy goes, 'Fuck you,' then big punch."
Big punch.
The
Nami the
entire
Goat
R1
says,
Park arc.
"What's y'all honest opinion? 1. The live action One Piece, it looks okay so far."
It looks
Yes,
okay
yes.
so far.
7.5.
7.5.
sweep.
Some stuff looks really good. Some stuff looks questionable.
We're not doing T23.
I do not like Shanks' little tiny hat.
He slept through Nami's backstory. That's trash. That's one of his.
All you've said is he's done the thing and that's
It's
trash.
bad.
You haven't
Thing is
explained
bad.
why. Then when you said with the Skypea thing, don't you think it's weird? Without explaining why you think that thing is bad.
best friends, Nami. I mean, the only thing that happened in that arc was him saying, hey, my friend's being hurt by a bunch of fishmen. I'm gonna beat up those fishmen. But he has no actual connection to the core conflict of the arc.
And did he need to beat up the fishmen and resolve the conflict?
What changes if he does have that information?
Cotton Candy Hope
we need
says,
to keep going back to
You
that.
lying, he walked away. Zoro fell asleep.
Yes.
Did you even read One Piece?
It would be like if somebody killed somebody in my family and I killed them, and then it turned out that person was a serial killer. I solved the conflict of 30 years ago with them starting their serial killer rampage. I didn't need to know all of that to stop it.
Says, it's fated for you to do T23. Stop gathering your resolve to subvert it.
No!
Angel Essence Goku, Dragon Instinct Goku, Spirit Saiyan Goku, Primal Instinct Goku.
Yep, I see they're going crazy. I'm just gonna cool it down.
You know why? Because you said they're gonna lose their points, and they're just like, oh, if we're gonna use it, we might as well just spend it.
So I should have just took them away like a scam.
That would have been the funniest outcome.
They just come back one day with 0 points. Hey, where's all my?
Buster says, that's like saying an assassin needs to know the entire issue his client has with his target.
Yeah. Hey, let me research the entirety of this
Configuration
job before I apply to it. I need to know how the CEO was made his money and made the corporation. TTS is now on a 90-second cooldown. I think that's a little high.
A minute and a half.
That's high.
They were going back to back to back.
I'd say 45 seconds.
Well, I'm gonna turn it off when we're done with the video anyway.
I say 45 seconds.
That's my problem. And I'm actually going to explain another reason why this is extremely problematic.
You haven't explained the first reason it's problematic. You just explained an issue of it.
Can't believe Spider-Man didn't know every detail of that robbery before stopping it.
So the main problem with having a protagonist, a main character of a series, not understanding anything that's going on around him is the fact that there's no sort of deep connection he has with not only the conflict, but with the villain. Think about
But you've already said this! Why does a hero need to have a deep connection to the villain to want to defeat the villain?
What more deep connection could he have for Arlong than this person has been hurting my friend for all these years and all these people that I just met? How does that deepen it? That's like a 5% deeper. He cares about his friends.
Did Yusuke need to have a deep connection to be rando?
This video is horrible.
Agreed. Triggered in the past.
Luffy has no real connection to any of these villains. The only personal grudge
What
he
deep
has
connection does Naruto have to Madara? A deep connection like family? What?
The only personal grudge he has with these people is the fact that they hurt his friends.
Yes.
So they never hurt.
That's the connection. Deep? What would make it deeper? Because he doesn't care about the villages or the villagers for the most part. They're just people to him.
Yes.
So why would he have a connection if he knew the history of the conflict? If Vivi was not there and he just learned about what was happening in Alabasta, why would he have a deep connection with Alabasta now? He has a deep connection to Vivi, and he has a connection to the old man that was digging up the well.
Isaiah Avila says, it sounds like he wants Luffy to be like Naruto.
But he already said he doesn't!
He said Naruto's annoying. And this is more of an issue with the story itself and less with Luffy.
I don't want to have to be a boss or a great pirate, do I? Whenever you guys are in trouble, call us. We'll come to you. We come to help you no matter what. That's it. He cares about his friends. That's the only connection he needs. What does learning about the history deepen his connection to wanting to beat the villain? Outside of saying, oh, that's a cruel person. The man that just went, should we use her as a human shield?
his friends, he would have never even disliked them. Something's very odd about that to me. When you have a series where the main character doesn't even understand anything that's going on, and he has no real...
You're just repeating yourself at this point.
Absolutely. That's all it's been. Because even when he was like, I'm going to give another example, he just repeated what he had already said in the previous minute and a half, 2 minutes. What personal connection does Goku have to Frieza, Cell, Buu, or a Jiren?
Why do you need a personal connection? Are we going to have 1,000 chapters of each and every person having a personal connection to Luffy? Oh, you fought my dad once. Oh, you killed my mom. Oh, you killed my brother.
This guy likes deep pseudo-philosophical arguments like in Psychopaths. That is not how action adventures need to be presented in its conflict.
This is not One Piece. That's not.
It's not Battle
One Piece.
Shonen.
It's not Luffy.
And it's not Battle Shonen, really.
Nami cares. Robin cares. Usopp cared enough to remember Nolan.
Zoro doesn't care. Man fell asleep on Nami.
And anything that's going on, and he has no real connection to the villain.
Why does anybody need a connection to the video? We've already said this. Why are we repeating ourselves? Because he's repeating himself, of course.
I mean, when a protagonist has a connection to the villain, that's what makes an interesting story. But
based on what?
Yeah.
What is your story that's interesting? Does he have a MyAnimeList? What makes the connection a deeper story?
Jirabot says, "This guy is bullying my friend. First, I need to learn about his private life, backstory, and his place."
Then we can fight.
Then the punching commences.
How much are you guys going to critique the Shibuya incident arc from Jujutsu Kaisen? Hey, just know this, Z-Man. We hated that arc.
I am not a fan of that particular arc.
So we'll see how it goes. Maybe the anime will do... Maybe the anime will make me feel different about it.
No MyAnimeList.
there can't really be any depth to the fights in One Piece because the main character doesn't even understand the fucking conflict.
Do you truly believe that? Do you truly think that he needs to learn all about Lucci and how he rose to power and how he got into that position and his Doroco level or whatever that was?
What is depth in a fight to you? Because you just said One Piece has no depths in the fight because they have no connection to the villain. What is depth in a fight to you? Nami crying is a part of what's going on. That's a connection to the villain. Vivi crying and punching, that's a connection to the villain. Does he have to know the intricacies of the conflict to still have that connection, to deepen that connection?
Nuts.
This is a terrible argument.
And the main character doesn't even have a connection to that.
I think he said that once or twice.
He sucks.
Yeah.
He sucks. Take that video off.
My sources that I made it the fuck up.
Made it the f up.
Villain. So how can there be any sort of depth whatsoever? There can't be. But in One Piece, it's like the only reason he's in conflict is because his friends got hurt. That's it.
There's no more that we can say about this because he's just repeating himself at this point. That's the problem with having a notepad of just like Luffy don't get involved with conflicts. But you got nothing.
We have no notepads. We have no talking point. And when we do, it's stuff like Shinlock because reasons. It won't go off on the that happened. It's stuff like the Boruto because reasons. Because reasons is essentially this.
Yes, it is. My Hero Because Reasons coming up, y'all.
Coming soon. Who let bro cook? Isn't that how most conflicts start? He keeps saying Luffy knows zero about what's going on, but he clearly knows more than zero, and he knows enough to want to act. Can't wait another instance if he gets the story, but it's not the story he wants.
It's not because he disagrees with the villain. It's not because he disagrees with the way they do things ethically. He disagrees with their moral.
I don't care about a hero disagreeing with the villain ethically.
Play some Phil.
Dude.
Hey, Phil's coming.
Come on.
I don't care about that. I don't care on a moral, ethical, thematic standpoint. I care if the villain is a good character, the hero is a good character, and the fight is a good fight. Demon Slayer because reason we've already done both of those. We've done it for season 1 and we've done it for the entirety of the manga? Question mark.
Just look up Demon Slayer because reasons and you will find it.
Look
if you look up ALX Demon Slayer, that's the first Demon Slayer thing that we did.
Was it?
Yep.
Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, it sure was, wasn't it? Demon Slayer because
it's D. I feel bad just even pretending to sing that because he just kills it.
Yep, the manga one is the first one that comes up. There was a stream, and we did it 2 years ago, almost 3.
Will the Because Reasons have a face cam? That's up to BG.
Oh, yeah, sure. We can face cam from now on for Because Reason. It'll be more interesting than just having the little image in the background.
He disagrees with their ideals? No. It's as simple as, you hurt my friends, I'm gonna beat you up.
Stop pausing.
I just wanted to pause to read the
just-
stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw that one already. I lost count of how many times I watched that Because Reasons of Demon Slayer.
It's a very good one.
It's a good one. Just trolling here.
A little bit of trolling.
I wish I should DM Captain Canteen and just go, can I go live with our debate? Because I feel like that should be out in public at this point. Everybody that's a member, they can go see that debate. It's a bad debate. But I don't know if he wants it out there.
That's very superficial. That's very boring. That's
Superficial does not mean that something is boring. There's no problem with superficial. Driss is working on another One Piece video hype. Thank you, Nami.
That wasn't an invitation to do the
The
445.
ideal of Luffy not wanting his friends hurt.
Thank you for the super chat again, Nami. I'm going to read your message, Hope, since you got cut off. So the idea of hurting Luffy's friends versus the idea of Luffy not wanting his friends hurt. Crazy thing is, he does care about their morals, he does care about their ideals, but that's not on his mind when his friends are hurt. What deep connection does Mario have to Bowser? Going after an antagonist for harming your friends is apparently boring. What an idiot. Nice voice, bro. Dude, that dude killed it.
Irumakun Because Reasons, I could do that. I'd probably want to bring in Dutch for that.
Oh, I was about to say, I'd read it for that, but if you're just going to be in Dutch, that'd be
I
cool.
said probably.
But you guys disagree on some things, so that could be interesting. Yeah,
Heavily disagree.
Oh, boy, yeah, that could be a great little... Kinda getting sick of Demon Time, that's impossible. Blame the people doing 445.
these fucking series out there where if the main character...
I'm sorry, what?
That's very superficial. That's very boring. That's trash. There's so many fucking series out there where if the main character were to be as stupid as Luffy, all of the substance within the entire anime...
As stupid, no. As don't care about what's going on as Luffy.
Okay, yeah.
And then name those series.
Let me just claim this real quick and then just move on.
See, don't ever tell people you're tired of a
Seriously!
thing.
This is your fault,
This is
man!
all y'all. Thank you, Kai Candy. Hope for
You're trolling me by giving us money! This isn't, you didn't even say anything, Hope!
Yeah, never ever tell the fans, hey, don't do a thing.
would be just gone. It would just disappear. Now I'll tell you what I would...
Gone. Forever.
It would just disappear. Now I'll tell you what Oda did right. Back in Alabasta, with the whole Vivi situation where he sat down and said, I quit.
Lend me your energy.
Dragon boyfriend, leave me your energy.
Situation where he sat down and said, I quit. Vivi said, we should stop the rebellion, we'll save as much lives as we can. Luffy's like,
Alabasta.
no, we have to attack the entire
This is
cause
not
of this
Alabasta
conflict.
either.
That's what I want to see more of.
But that's what he did every other time.
Yes. How is that any different from Energy?
Luffy, we should help the Shandias. No, we should beat up Enadu.
And then he does.
Luffy, we should go get the keys. No, we should beat up the strong guy.
So, just to recap, so far we have Luffy doesn't have development.
Yep.
He's not involved in the conflicts.
Yep.
And I feel like there was one more.
No, he just restated that differently.
All right.
That was basically a one-off. He never did that ever again. That is what Oda should do. Have Luffy address the central conflict of the story, give him an understanding of the conflict. Because
No, he didn't have an understanding of conflict. He goes, you can't save everybody. Some people are gonna die. We need to beat up Crocodile instead. Does that mean he understands what the conflict is? How it is? No.
Because if you don't, that's fucking boring. It's just boring. Think about
Yeah, boring, trash, bad, boring, trash, boring. Cool.
all of the depth that could have happened in One Piece. Think about all the character development that could have happened
Pause.
in One Piece.
You mentioned one thing. It was a single sentence, a back and forth of just, hey, let's do this instead of doing this. And you're going, now think of all the depth it could have had. Think of all the other times that he could have just said that. No. No.
No way somebody said iconic stun.
You have a myriad of options for comboing into it, and overall the damage is good. However, I'd argue the most iconic thing about this super isn't the damage or the speed, but how much stun it does.
The most iconic thing about the move is how much stun it does.
Mm-hmm.
Think about all of the good character interactions, character dynamics.
Just make a series up in your head.
Just do a different series.
Why are all the arguments do a different thing? Don't improve on the thing we got. Be different. Because when we talk about things that would have been better in Demon Slayer, it's based on the things we got. Like the government doesn't, we're not sanctioned by the government. Go, hey, the head muckety muck is a demon. Hey, we tried before they drove us away.
Hey, they tried to take all our...
viewer request month numbers and BG wants to take away our hard-earned points. I'm just filled with disappointment.
No, I absolutely want to do that. That is my scam.
Not even trying to hide it.
No. If y'all get a little uppity, that's what's going to happen. Please believe.
And y'all have gotten, and make no mistake about this, very uppity. What were we talking about right before? What were you?
Something about demon time.
It definitely was not about demon time. But whoa, it is demon time. Oh, when we talk about things in Demon Slayer, it's like the head mucky muck, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, they tried to take all of our swords and stuff and use it for themselves, and they got a bunch of them killed. So they're not very reasonable.
And it allowed the demons to learn of the process that we originally used and gain some protection from it or something.
Some demons got a hold of Wisteria and got a little bit immune to it, and that hurt us for a little while. Something.
Shouldn't have even tried to add it to the stream. No. I tried to appease you.
It's okay.
I didn't say anything.
No, not you. I'm talking about
because
they were like, add the meme to the stream. And I keep telling you guys, this is bootleg right now. And I'm doing my best to make sure we still got it. And now the whole thing is frozen.
Oh, no. Probably could have just screen shared Discord. Oh, that's good for future.
I keep telling y'all, this is bootleg right now until they fix everything. Don't even know if we can be heard. Your hard work wasted. What about our stream?
Yep, we're good.
Well, maybe if I delete, start my Windows. Yep, there it is. Nope, still just a hang in there. Alright, let's try to completely restart Explorer.
Oh, we were so close to ending this.
So very
Only
close.
6 more arguments if Luffy doesn't get involved. Curses.
Foiled
What?
again.
Scammed again. Trigger goes, Spider-Man Lotus is the greatest superhero movie of all time. Flame emojis. 10 out of 10. 8+. He's just
It's just engagement, baby.
it's just
He's such an infuriating individual because he is just an idiot that plays the smart guy in the room, and it's tiresome.
the video was trash anyway.
The funniest thing is that up here
Buster
is
says,
fine.
Time for Iron Might, peak fiction.
No.
Alright, I'm gonna try to restart the program. Y'all aren't gonna hear us for a second. And then we'll see what happens after the fact. It might just be an early exit to the stream. Alright, we should be back. I told y'all we were gonna go away for a second. Just how about you play us so we can see if we're back?
Oh. That's what you said.
What?
Every day, all day.
What indeed?
That would have happened in One Piece. Had Luffy been intelligent. Had Luffy been intelligent, there would be more complex dialogue. If Luffy was intelligent, there would be more character development. Because there's no depth in One Piece, there's no real connection between him and the villains, and there's no real connection or understanding between him and the core conflicts. None. None whatsoever.
There is some, but it's not the ones you want.
Yeah. It's just not even a point of addressing that.
No.
Just 1,000 chapters and a flat zero. No, that's just false.
Again, I said this earlier, I think, but in the Skype
You think?
arc, Viper was the main character, and Nell was the main villain. A main character should have some sort of connection to the conflict.
I'm just gonna let it go.
Adrian Rusco says, if the story was different, it would be different.
Yeah. The floor is, in fact, made of floor.
I'm not gonna pause myself any further. If you need a pause, you hit the.
I understand.
Yeah, none. I don't like how side
Not so friendly reminder that Trigger tried to start beef with a now 19-year-old because he didn't like Demon Slayer, but he still saw One Piece and Black Clover.
I don't think age matters that much in terms
Definitely
of
doesn't.
What you think about a series or something. Now, if they were like 12 years old, that's something, but that's a legal adult, and you good. That's around the time when I started just going, hey, Naruto sucks. Check out my review on MyAnimeLists.
What's Triggered up to these days? Somebody asked.
Streaming.
Isaiah asked. Yeah, streaming.
Yeah.
He streamed About Us once, and he streamed the Revisited one Demon Slayer video once.
Did you download both of those? Excellent. Excellent. No reason.
It's
No
okay
reason.
to be confused.
No reason. No reason. It's fine. Excellent.
characters in One Piece are more relevant to the entire conflict than Luffy. Why is that? Luffy's only role in the conflict is to beat the big bad guy. That's pretty much it. There is no clashing of ideals. There is no understanding between him and the conflict. I mean, for fuck's sake, he sleeps through backstories. He sleeps through backstories. He doesn't even care. That's the reason why he doesn't understand the conflict.
Yeah.
That's the problem. That's basically all my points. Now let me summarize it basically. Number one, no character development whatsoever. No character development. Number two, he never develops his leadership skills. Number
see, I told you
three,
there was a second.
He doesn't learn from his mistakes. I already gave the example with Zoro. Zoro and Luffy.
That's a horrible
Okay,
example,
next
yo.
reason, he doesn't address or understand any of the conflicts, which makes for a very boring character dynamic between him and the villains, and no connection between him and the villains. No real connection. Boring character dynamic. No clashing of ideals.
None.
None. It's just mindless action at that point. It's just, hey, you hurt my friend.
So fast.
Maybe it was the reboot.
Thank you for the super chat. So, can we stop? Can people stop? Please just stop saying if the story was different, it would be better. Please.
Yeah, and especially given no examples.
friends, I'm gonna beat you up. It's as simple as that. It's extremely simplistic and boring.
Sure is.
No depth
Boring.
whatsoever.
No depth.
Now, when it comes to everything I just said, I said I was going to state my opinion and tell you guys whether I actually like him as a character or not. Based on his entertainment value, kind of. He's alright.
But he's
I don't
boring.
think he's that great. The only reason I'm saying kind of, I'm being generous. Like, I grew up with One Piece, I watched it as a kid.
Why don't you think he's that
I think
great?
it's been 10 years now that I started One Piece.
Why don't
and
you
Luffy
think
was
he's
pretty
that great?
entertaining. So I can't just say he's
What's
complete
entertaining
shit.
about
But
him?
I will say when it comes to writing, that he is complete shit.
All right.
That much is certain.
Okay,
I
great.
mean,
JX
1,000
says,
chapters,
Hall of Fame.
Easy.
no character development whatsoever.
Yep.
But he has good moments, I'll give him that. He has
yeah.
cool moments, but again, we have to distinguish quality from enjoyment.
You can't end the video like that. You don't understand the difference.
Yeah, you true. You literally said in that this is my opinion section. Before that, you really said to me or I think.
Yeah, that's Hall of Fame.
Easy peasy.
And it's so weird because it feels like it should be an anomaly, but it's not. It's Hall of Fame.
That's horrible. Yeah, that other video that he did, that is 100% on the list.
Yep. He sucks.
Let's get a little bit of that real quick.
Just a smidge of a taste.
Like 3 times. Usopp, Robin, and then Sanji. How can you have all of these conflicts and you don't develop as a character?
Oh! Maybe not.
The question is, did you think we would ever leave?
Did I? Because we're shackled here forever.
Do we want to do homework and Phil, or do we want to do homework and questions?
We can do homework and questions.
All right.
We need to schedule out that another one of the interviews.
I mean, holiday's coming up next month.
It is indeed.
Yeah.
But that might be when we're. Oh no, that's
October. No.
Yeah.
Neo Arcadia says, can one of you bums gift me a membership? Need to spam, I mean promote the upcoming scam until I actually get scammed out of my scam bucks that I work so hard for.
Memberships
Feels
don't
like
work.
the same character does have.
What are you doing?
That just played.
No.
Memberships don't work like that. You just gotta get it.
Get
Once
it,
they're
got
gifted.
it good.
It's $1. You ain't got $1? Well, that's you kind of shouldn't be here.
Fucking lying!
Well, welcome here, I guess, because you dollars aren't needed.
I'm going to my god sister's college going away party, so when Lily
Angel
McLily
Essence
and we'll have
Goku,
fun
Dragon
with the
Instinct
people.
Goku, Spirit Saiyan Goku, Primal Instinct Goku.
Thank you for the super chat. So Lily will not be next week because we will not be streaming anything. She will be either the week after or the last video of the month.
You are fucking lying!
I guess I'm just wrong. I guess she's just gonna be next week. We always keep what we're doing a surprise until roughly around the time.
We don't keep it a surprise. We don't know.
That's a better way to put it. We never know until around the time.
Homework. Just 2 pieces of homework.
Yep.
It was your favorite.
You are fucking lying!
Your favorite devils in Black Clover.
You are fucking lying!
And my 10-1 on the Roomba.
Yeah.
Unless I was lying.
Nope, I guess
No?
you're telling
Okay,
the truth about that
telling
one.
the
The rest
truth.
of it.
Alright.
I guess we should do the devils because I only got 3.
I only got 1.
Who do you got?
You are fucking lying!
Well, maybe I got a couple more.
Aries 1 says,
You are
me, Effect Report 2023.
Banned. Gone. Forever.
You are fucking lying!
What was your homework,
Fucking
Priscilla?
lying!
What was your homework, Priscilla? Could you tell me what your homework was? Bro, what is happening? People are using their points because they're going away because BG is scamming them.
Configuration updated successfully.
I didn't.
It's okay to be confused.
I'm not scamming them. Homework is when fans ask us questions that is going to take more than just a stream to answer. We can't answer it right then and there.
You are fucking lying!
So
I'm
I
just
guess
so tired of this stupid shit.
You are fucking lying!
so. If a fan asks, "What's your top 20 One Piece
Marvel.
moments?"
Yeah.
we can't just go, all right, we're going to run down all of One Piece in this time and answer it. So we just call it homework. We'll answer it next stream.
Meme, that was BG.
Explain yourself, you baby!
That's me.
Cotton Candy Hope says, ALX fans, lend me your energy.
I'm going to put up the thing to start the questions. I guess I'm just lying.
Like, goddamn, bro. This video is horrible.
There is no video.
It's okay to be confused. What?
Ask your questions here as we start our homework.
I'm all for it. Cuck life, 100%. Live the life of the cuck.
Like, goddamn, bro. This video is horrible.
I'm all for it. Cuck life, 100%. Live the life of the cuck.
You are fucking lying! You are fucking lying!
Buster says, One Piece spoilers. What did y'all think of Big Mom's backstory? It's in my top 5 for the series.
What?
Alright, I see I'm just gonna have to take away everything for right now.
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
I'm just so tired of this stupid shit.
Boom. All taken away for right now except TTS.
Scam.
In fact, I'm gonna take TTS as over until we're done with the homework.
Scam.
What's your one devil?
Venetia.
Venetia?
I really like her.
Okay.
I like her personality. Okay. I think that she has a good dynamic with Noelle.
Okay.
The whole mother thing is just like, yeah, of course. But I like her a lot.
Mega Cooler. I like her. I don't know if that's how you say her name. She is a very cruel person who likes her experiments, and Sally is one of my favorite characters in the series, and she really matches well with that type of chaotic energy of just like, if Sally was a darker person, Sally would be this person, and less eccentric. Libe, which is the one with Asta, and Lilith and Nahama, which were the twin ones. I like their outfits a ton of a lot. And I really liked their fight until roughly the end. And then the whole arc started going around the end of their fight. And that's the end of my homework.
10 through 1 for Aruma. Number 10 is Clara herself. I love Clara. She's my favorite character. Shut up, everybody. She's the best. She deserves nothing but happiness. Number 9, Evil Psycho Aruma. Should be number 10, but it can't be number 10. He's the coolest mother that has graced the page of a manga. Shut up, everybody. Number 8, Aruma's birthday. It's a very, very good moment. I just wish that it was a little bit longer. Number 7, the training arc with everybody. I think it was very good, but I would have liked to see it in real time. It was a sort of like, here's it happened, and then we're just going to see flashback to once it becomes relevant for the individual people. Number 6, Amira's love with Aruma. I understand it. I like it. I don't think that she should win. Flat out. That's why it's number 6. It's good, but shut up. Number 5, the person arc. I said my issues with the beginning of it, and that beginning brings it down quite a lot. It should have been set up a little bit more. He was set up, but the whole issue of him playing the music, it was a little bit too convenient because it was a musical arc, and he was a person who was playing very, very good music. It's like, come on now. But everything following that was very good. Number 4, a lot of the teachers are just sort of there. You got your main ones, but then there's just like, because once the Heartbreakers arc happened, it was just like, I just kind of know these people. I understand there's not a whole lot of time to do that, but you know, it is what it is. Number 3, the power system isn't super fully fleshed out. You just got people who can do things, and we don't really know about people getting tired of mana or things like that. So it's just kind of Number 2, the musical performances, because there's 2 or 3 big ones, and we just have to be told that they did very, very well because it's a manga. I understand it's a medium, but it is just, hey, look, they did a very good job, and we just have to believe them. And number 1, Clara's gonna lose, and I hate that. That is the worst thing about Aruma, is that she does not get what she wants, and I don't get what I want because she doesn't get what she wants. Fight me, Dutch. You will lose every day of the week, except for Thursdays. Questions? Is that the top?
Oh, I zoned you out because I didn't want the spoilers.
I see that. We're done here.
Okay. Yeah, the top is the live chat. This one.
No, I'm talking about over there.
Oh yeah. Can I keep my points? No. Favorite and least favorite Dragon Ball Super arc.
Favorite is
Battle God.
Beerus Battle God arc. Least favorite is the Tournament of Power. It's way too long. There's way too many dumb bums that just do nothing. 18 power-ups, and it all happens in the space of an hour. He gets millions of times stronger. Get that trash out of here.
Goku
Hey,
Black.
the spirit bomb doesn't work on people that are evil. He can read people's minds, but he's just like, oh, the spirit bomb's gonna work on Jiren. Come on now.
Goku Black for me.
Fair.
Terrible. Nothing. I don't think there's a moment where I smiled, where I laughed, where I had fun.
I liked the Gohan Trunks conversation just because of the baby mode of all the people.
You like the aftermath of it.
Doesn't matter.
What do you think of Warrior Cats? I don't know if I've ever heard of Warrior Cats.
I also have not heard of Warrior Cats. It's a novel, and I've never read it.
Alright. Yeah, I've never read it. Have you read the manga 2.5D Seduction? It sounds like a hentai. It sounds like a dojo.
I'm about to get done up, huh? That's what it seems like.
You are lying. That's not a question. DA, I'm thinking of picking up Resonance of Fate. What should I expect?
You should expect peak. You should expect a battle system that is very difficult to understand starting off. It's gonna legitimately take you a couple of hours before you feel super confident in everything that you're doing. And then you're gonna get more stacked on top of that.
Do you feel like, what's a good cutoff point to go, hey, this game isn't for you?
2 or 3 hours.
2 or 3 hours. If in 2 or 3 hours you're not feeling basically anything.
Because the battle system is just going to be what it is. You have guns. You have machine guns, which... so you have regular guns. You have regular guns. If you shoot people with regular guns, you'll do like 5 points of damage. But then if you shoot people with a machine gun, you'll do blue life damage, which can be recovered by the enemy. But if you shoot that blue life, it'll just wipe it out completely. So you can do like 40 or 50 damage if you do the machine gun into the regular gun combo. So only one person has a machine gun to begin with. So you're really relying on them to do their machine gun in order to take down the enemies. And then you have like a triangle thing where... So the way that it works is you have 3 characters. They all start up the beginning of the battle. They're all next to each other. And what happens is you can run. And once you run, you cross their path. And when you cross their path, you get 1 node. And then the next character crosses the path of the other 2. And they get another node. And once you have more than 1 node, you can do a sort of a rush attack where they all run at the same time. So you can have the machine gun person fire, and then the normal person do their gun, and then go back to the machine gun, all in the same turn. So while the machine gun person is running to the point where the normal gun person was at before, the other person is going to the person where they were before. And it's sort of like a triangle. And once they hit the point where all of them, if you got 2 nodes, that person is going to run one spot to where the other person was before, and then another spot to where the other person was before.
Do you think they're still keeping up with everything you're saying?
I don't believe so.
Then I would just go, you gotta experience it or watch a video.
But then you get more machine guns, and you get grenades, and the grenades can do the blue life, or it can do status elements and things like that. You just gotta experience it. If you're not feeling it, if you feel overwhelmed, maybe it's not for you.
Big Mom's backstory was great. I loved it.
I love Big Mom's backstory. It is probably number 3.
Hey, I see a lot of viewers are still here. You do not need to be here anymore. This is the question and answer section. There are no more videos to be watched. You're not
Shove off. Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia. We will be gone.
Unless you want to ask questions.
Or listen to us answer questions. Otherwise, you outie. Why is TTS not working? Because I took it away.
Scamming.
You forgot about favorite and least favorite Golden Dawn members.
Ooh,
Oh no, we quickly answered it because there's only like 3 people.
Oh yeah, we did.
3 or 4 people worth of note.
Yeah, I said Vengeance and and that's about it.
I like Glasses Dude.
Yeah, it's because there's not too many people worth of note, but I really like Vengeance. Vengeance was my dude.
Have you ever watched The Fast and the Furious? If so, which is your favorite movie? I have not watched Fast and the Furious beyond Fast and the Furious 2 or Too Fast, Too Furious, which was actually the 3rd Fast and the Furious movie. Or was that the 2nd one and Tokyo Drift was the 3rd one? Whichever one.
I have only seen Tokyo Drift, and that was with an ex who loved the series, and I have never seen the series, and I will never forget as she excitedly, as the camera is panning over, she just goes, "That's Vin Diesel." And I'm like, why would you spoil it? I don't care, first off, but why would you just before he showed up, I'm like, why would you? Whatever. I didn't care, but if I did care,
I'd be mad.
So I've only seen that, and I was dying.
And you know what's sad? It's one of the better ones.
Oh no.
It's one of the better ones.
No.
Do you think Madaka from Madaka Box is a Mary Sue? I don't think so, but I still want to know your thoughts. No, I don't believe she's a Mary Sue. She's not particularly great at everything, and even in the beginning, there's a real fear that they're not going to get a lot of requests because people kind of don't like her. You know what? Maybe she is, to a certain extent, a Mary Sue. But the thing is, I don't think Mary Sue or Gary Stu is a bad thing necessarily. It's just how they're written. And I think the way Madaka is written is pretty good for the most part. Again, that series goes down in my mind simply because of the ending. It's a horrible ending.
Oh, no.
Horrible. Do you guys think Hunter x Hunter is bad?
Hunter x Hunter?
I'm just reading...
Reverse weeb.
I'm just reading the words as they're said.
Yeah, the power system takes it down very, very far. If Nin was just Nin, it'd be fine, but contracts murder me, and I hate it.
Yeah, contracts really hurt.
Because they just don't make any sense. I also don't particularly love any character outside of Hisoka, and that's a big problem.
All the Black Clover arcs ranked was my homework for you. Don't remember that homework.
I do not remember that homework, but I'm going to write it down now for 2 weeks from now, where I will forget it.
Yes, sir.
I apologize for forgetting it.
Did you start Final Fantasy X yet, DA? Because I'm thinking of replaying through it before they're revisited.
No, I have not. That is probably tomorrow. So, here's my issue. Hollow Cure is a very good game. It's kind of like Vampire Survivors. It's coming out with its update on Thursday. The update has 9 characters and it has a bunch of new achievements. And I am an achievement whore in that game. I got platinum. Yes, I did. Dab. So I want to do that once it happens. So I don't know if I want to start up Final Fantasy X before that time or after that time. Because it's probably going to take me only about until next Sunday to get everything that I want. Especially considering BG said that there's not going to be a revisited next week, a stream next week because of the whole scam thing. So
there's no scam.
So yeah, it's either going to be Monday I'm going to start it up or Monday I'm going to start it up.
You guys like Adventure Bros? If yes, did you like the movie? I love Adventure Bros. I keep saying Adventure. I love Adventure Bros, but I fell off after, I think, the 3rd season. Whenever they took their first big break between the seasons, I fell way off, and I need to catch up before I watch the movie.
I have seen bits and pieces of Adventure Bros. All up, I've probably seen about 20 episodes, and I've liked everything that I've seen. Streaming? I don't like streaming stuff. So no, I'm not. I can, because I got a good computer. But no, I will not.
What is the worst?
I feel like streaming it'll... Because I need to absorb what's going on in the story in order to have those arguments. And I'd be too worried about... I haven't said anything for 5 minutes as I'm just listening to this.
Yeah, entertaining people.
That's my issue with that. Plus, it's like a 90-hour JRPG. I don't know how long it is. want to turn on Flame of Recca. That's probably skipping through it. I apologize to whoever.
Yeah. What is the worst One Piece moment?
Probably Jinbei and the wave.
Yeah, that's really up there.
Because that's the most hand-fisted. I need to show this gentleman's purpose.
How awesome he is.
Just the harming of Nami of just going, well, that's just it for us.
Yeah, that's probably the one.
I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. That's just what always comes to my mind first and foremost.
What is the worst arc in Naruto? Fillers excluded.
War. Fillers excluded. Sasuke retrieval.
Really?
Yeah.
All right then. That's a bold choice.
I know, but Neji and Choji should have died. There's too much of this is the importance of this moment, and it's just not. And then it's just, oh, this dude has ninja cancer. Okay, do you realize you just you're doing that with Itachi now? Why all these motherfuckers got AIDS? You can't just keep doing this, Kishimoto.
What are your thoughts on Spider-Man?
Full 1 to 10 is coming up for Rekka. That's going to be very, very difficult.
But that arc had Ukan. How? Roll lie. What are your thoughts on Spider-Man 2? It's still the best Spider-Man movie to this day.
It's still the best. I'm looking forward to doing Southpaw's video on that. Because I heard that it has good points. So, maybe it'll change us.
Thoughts on Chainsaw Man? That's not a question. I like
It's
Chainsaw.
close enough.
I like Chainsaw Man. I don't love it, but I like it a lot. I haven't started the second half of the season or series, the part 2, whatever they want to call it. I haven't started reading that, but part 1 was a very fun little thing, and it did something that I really wish Demon Slayer would have done, where they go, why are all the devils or demons or whatever like here? Why don't we ask for outside help from like America and stuff? And the answer was because they will try to use this power for their own purposes. And that's all I need. Okay, they're not going to ask anybody else, and it's all going to just stick in Japan. Cool.
I have not seen or heard of anything. I don't even know how he transforms. And I normally know some stuff going into a series. Like Demon Slayer, I knew a lot about that, but I know almost nothing. I did see all those memes with Maximum the Hormone, and I'm a big fan of that band, and I thought that was very funny.
It takes DA 35 to 40 seconds to be done in the WC. In return, is that the power of the simp?
That is not a question, and I am not a simp.
DA, Vanika isn't a devil. She's the host of Mega Cooler, who I count as. You cheated on your homework. That's not a question.
Trying to get timed? I never cheat.
What do you think of What do you think of the Air Gear manga? The Air Gear manga is really good for about 13% of it. Pretty good for like 47% of it, and complete trash for the rest. BG, why are you taking away our rights to call you out? You can call me out all day, but there have been too many times during this stream we're trying to say, and it's just TTS, alert, TTS.
Not as simple, Zamaki, but see ya. But like I said, it's because you said the points are going away, so they're just like, smoke them if you got them.
Anything would have been better than watching this stream, Uzumaki. Anything. Jesus Christ, so many questions. Did you watch Puss in Boots for Last Wish? I have not yet.
I have not. In the revisited episode that we recorded, I talked about watching a bunch of stuff coming up, and that's going to be one of it.
BG, why are you... I guess I skipped the Puss in Boots. Could you add Suck My 3Ps for 3.33 Super Chat? I can add the image of it, but I don't know... I don't think we ever said it. Oh, no, you did. Yeah, no,
that's where the picture came from.
Yep, okay. Yeah, we can add that. That sounds great. Just remind me some other time, because once the stream is down for me. Have you guys read any sci-fi manga? I've been reading them for the past year, so I'm just curious, I guess. I've read...
Constitutes a sci-fi, technically. Would Awakawa Under the Bridge count? Because there is sci-fi elements.
I was just reading a sci-fi series, if it's sci-fi/horror series, but I cannot remember the name of it, and I don't remember how long ago I read it, so this is gonna be a big, oh no. Everything is Fine is a webcomic that has many sci-fi elements, and that's a fantastic webcomic. Yeah, I don't think I remember what it was, and I'm not finding it in time.
Big rip.
Sorry.
Scammed.
Sorry.
Get scammed, idiot.
Sorry. Yeah, so sorry. Oh, The City of Imprisoned Love. That's what it is. City of Imprisoned Love. Basically, a guy tries to confess to a girl, and the second he confesses to her, she wakes up and goes, get me out of here. And then her head gets cut off, and he wakes up and realizes that she doesn't remember what happened, but he does. And they learn that there's like these alien overwatchers just keeping an eye on their city, and it's a closed off city, and they're just trying to escape.
Eden Zero is technically sci-fi. Shame about its quality. Shame about it being Eden Zero, I suppose.
BG, you play Voice of Cards yet? I have been playing Voice of Cards, as a matter of fact. I am maybe a little over halfway through the first one. It's a good game. I love it. Give your thoughts about the Boruto time skip design. Fine, trash.
Fine.
I think Boruto is fine. It's a shrug, shoulders, whatever.
It's too much. It's way too modern.
It's a lot, but it's a shrug, shoulder. When you're standing next to Sarada,
we haven't seen full body Sarada, so we don't know what's going on with the booty shorts.
Them is the lips of
I understand, of a hoochie mama. I understand.
Of a Jezebel.
I'm reserving judgment until I see a full body shot of her.
Okay.
But Boruto is just too much. It looks like literally
they try.
Yes, it looks like edgy main character sort of vibe, and it's the scar, the one glove, the triple belt.
I feel like if he was smiling like a jovial smile, it would look different. But that scowl does kind of complete the picture of this being some emo. Because if he was just smiling, just like, this is so cool stuff. Like, you can forgive that, but he looks so serious with it.
I want a full body shot to understand her outfit and to judge it accordingly. I see nothing wrong with that.
There's not enough thigh. 4. 1 through 10, Spade Kingdom arc from Black Clover.
Spade Kingdom, right?
What's your opinion so far on Nagatoro? Personally, I've been loving the progression and growth of Naruto and Nagatoro's relationship. Absolutely one of my favorite slice of life manga out there right now. Love Nagatoro.
Yep, it's very good. Very, very good. I enjoy it.
How far are you in it?
Not far. I think it's just chapter like 60 or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's one of those things where I'm like, that's my batch readings of 10 or so, and then just on the back burner again.
That's fair. So you really think you could beat the Great Nappa? No.
Nah, he'd mush me. There wouldn't be no saving me.
What is the most iconic ALX moment?
Probably legitimately explain yourself, you baby.
You know what? That might just be it.
That Bricky rant.
The Bricky might just be it. Happy to be here.
Happy to be here.
Happy to be here. But far and away, the number one.
You're not gonna get that out of me.
Nope. Happy to be here.
Favorite member of the Charlotte family? I'm just gonna go ahead and look there because I looked up there. Big Mom and Amande.
Yep.
Big Mom is my top 5 favorite character, and Amande, the Mad Mademoiselle, has a very big hat.
Big Mom and Flambe. And love her little sister energy.
Oh, she's so good. She's such a piece of.
She's such a piece of. I'm sorry, Visionary, I can't give too much of my opinion on Nagatoro since this kid's still reading it, but just know I love what the current arc is doing. Do you think Kill la Kill can get a sequel or spinoff after all this time has passed?
I don't think so. I think it is good where it ended. Not everything needs a sequel or a spinoff.
From what I hear, Penny and Stocking felt like it should have gotten another season.
No, it definitely should have. It ended on a big like, wait, what?
And now it is.
But that ended, and it ended definitively, and we don't really need anything. Maybe a spinoff of like Young to right up to the moment that we got to Satsuki Kiryuin. But other than that, because Satsuki is my favorite female character in any media of all time, I would love that. But you don't really need it. I think that we've got what we needed, and we're done with that.
Do you question how summoning contracts work in Naruto? A little bit, but not that much in my eyes. Because we see the mechanics of what you need to do, what it does to the person that's summoned, where they can just be anywhere doing anything and then just be summoned to a location.
Thankfully, it's not like Fairy Tail where it's, hey, 1 minute here is a month there. What?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. Yo, whatever. We're never going to mention it ever again. Goodbye.
Have you seen Saint Seiya? Nope, never once. YBG Super Scammer? I'm not. Have you guys started watching the new Futurama episodes? I am very behind in all my TV shows. One of these days, before it's football season, because it's coming, I'm just going to sit down and catch up on everything like Murderers in the Building, My Adventures with Superman, the new Futurama stuff, that type of thing, and finally get up to it. But I hear it feels like they never left. Will you stream your playthrough of Final Fantasy X? You already said no. What is the best filler in Naruto?
Unironically, Curry of Life.
People hate it.
I don't care. You got Lee, you got 1010, you got another swordsman of the I think it was a swordsman of the Thunder. Doesn't matter. Unironically, Curry of Life.
It was triggered oh hell no moment during the stream. There are no benefits to AIDS. I guess those are our iconic moments. I'm surprised. Well, yeah, that was just a one and done. Favorite member of Cypher Poll, Kaku.
Kumadori.
The door. Favorite anime underdog character. Mine is Kenichi from Kenichi History's Strongest Disciple. I love Kenichi. Yeah,
Usopp is a good choice.
I love Kenichi. Do you guys think Rent-A-Girlfriend gets too much flack by the anime community? It doesn't get enough. It doesn't get enough.
If it does get too much flack, it's because it's easy to pick on.
Yes.
I have not seen it. I have not experienced. I don't know it.
And if it does, it's also because people just latch on to the things that everybody else says and kind of regurgitate the same thing. Oh, it's blah, blah, and you'll just hear it over and over and over and over and over and over again. But no, it doesn't get enough. It's a legitimately terrible series. And I love me some Slice of Life, and I was digging Rent-A-Girlfriend, and I still have a favorite character who I hope wins, who will absolutely not. Any experience with D Gray Man? It is a way better version of Demon Slayer, has a lot of similar ideas. I'm only familiar with the arcade racer of D Gray Man. Other than that, no.
A friend of ours likes it, and that's about it.
More Goku T23 win. Never if we ever got a chance. What if Totally Not Mark reviews Sket Dance? I would read it.
Does not deserve to even know that it exists. And I'm talking about even punished Mark right here. I'm talking about the super nice Mark. No, stay away.
So Big Mom's backstory, what's up with that? She ate people.
Yeah.
Will you ever?
And it was great.
Will you ever revisit T23 again? More than likely. It'll be an auction stream. It'll be a viewer request month. Anything.
It'll be once our views have waned so much. It's like, hey, come back, guys! T23!
Hey, do you hear that? In order for us to watch more T23, stop coming to these.
But ironically, come to the T23.
At this point, what does iconic mean anymore? It means recognizable. It means popular. It means in the zeitgeist of the mind share of the casual audience. So something being more iconic is more recognizable, more memorable, and more in the zeitgeist of pop culture for casuals at large. Jesus Christ. What are your guys' top 3 moments in fiction?
Yep, wrote it down. One of them is gonna be Sket Dance, I Want to Fly Too. I cannot say those words without getting chills legitimately. Oh I want to fly. It's so good.
Apparently it's so good. Favorite Ginyu Force member?
A raccoon. He has the most personality and he's fun.
What is the best movie One Piece villain?
Tesoro.
Yep.
Tesoro, Zephyr.
In that order. In stream.
I love in Baby Doll. What was his name?
Can't remember.
Shiki the Golden Lion. His dub voice is so good. Put Film Red in there as well. I think she's very good.
Uta?
I didn't want to say that in case people didn't watch the movie.
At
but
this
sure.
point, what are you gonna do?
Well, if I said the word Film Red, people would know, and the people that didn't know wouldn't know. That was the purpose of that, but we're already past it.
Are you excited for the One Piece live action in Gear 5 tonight? I'm excited for the One Piece live action in Gear 5. I'll watch it when I watch it.
I'll see clips online and then I'll watch it when I watch it.
The manga won't open is a pretty good one.
That's a pretty good one.
It's inaccessible. Favorite Pikmin type? I don't play Pikmin. You'd have to ask Mike that one. He's playing Pikmin 4 now as the stream game over on 2200 on Twitch. 2200 Productions. What version of Mark is the most iconic from paneling, music, fame? Paneling Mark. Most iconic. I honestly feel he was one of the progenitors that started this whole movement of paneling. Between Asta, Naruto, and Deku, who do you think is the hardest worker? Asta.
Asta, definitely. Just the whole, I'll hold these swords with my feet if I got to.
Are you excited for the One Piece live action this month? Absolutely. Actually getting Netflix to support it.
Yeah,
Best
boy.
character in Kingdom Hearts franchise. Mine is Roxas. You really want to get time to.
Roxas stinks. Aqua is objectively the best. I will fight anybody on this. And meet me on any mountain. And we duking it out. No option. Goofy's up there. Kyrie's up there. Sora, of course, is up there.
So, Goku T23 tomorrow? No. You guys gonna play that XCOM Persona 5 game Tactics?
I would need to see some more of the battle system just to see how much.
I like XCOMs. I may shrug shoulders. I'm tired of Persona 5. It's just everywhere. The big 3 ranked in quality and personal enjoyment. As a whole or like early, what do you want to do there? Because we can't do that.
One Piece, Bleach, Naruto in both aspects.
Early? I wouldn't count.
Yeah, but we can't break it up like that.
No, because people might go, let's say early and then by mid and then by late.
Early, Bleach, One Piece, Naruto in both aspects. Mid, One Piece, Bleach, Naruto. Late, One Piece, Bleach, Naruto.
I'd probably flip Naruto and Bleach late. The 1,000-Year Blood War, Full Brain, Katakura time. Yeah, I'd probably flip those to a late.
Probably.
Why DA love One Piece Sugar so much?
I actually don't like Sugar that much at all. I think her powers are way too much. That's a big complaint that I have about the Dressrosa arc. Is you touch and then not only do you turn into a toy, she controls everything that you do and people forget about her. I was just like, split up the memory thing and the toy thing and that'd be better. But it's just like everybody forgets it. I don't necessarily like that. So I don't like Sugar that much, as a matter of fact. I understand what you're going for, but it's just not a true statement. That's all. We can do the pedophile memes, but let's do them correct. Hey, When's the episode coming out?
Tomorrow.
Hey, don't worry about watching that episode. Hey, just don't even worry about it. That's one that you can skip, all right? Don't even worry. No reason given. Just don't even worry about it, all right? Don't listen too closely. Don't even listen to it. All right?
Can you justify why an arc with Yukon is the worst?
Because Yukon sucks.
Oh, no. It's a murder about
He's nothing. He stinks. I can double punch you. What? I got a big wall. I got a big ball. Shut up.
You did at one point.
Yo.
Thoughts on Magi, the Labyrinth of Magic manga. Never read it, but it is on the list.
I have one thought about that, and it was because of a AMV maker stole a very good concept for another video, and I have a negative thought towards that since that moment.
How can you be tired of Persona 5? We're done with the question. How can you be tired of Persona 5? It hasn't been around or milked nearly as long as Persona 4 because it feels like it's more popular than and it's in everybody's face right now. DA Demon Slayer episode 19 mark or My Hero Academia Armored All Might mark.
Armored All Might. See, I was thinking about how Mark would conceptualize it, like, oh, this is a big thematic moment and it's both of them. Yeah. But I think there's a lot more to say about the Iron Mike moment, so I'm gonna go with that.
The world is ready for Persona 6, absolutely, especially if they're college students. Favorite member of the Don Quixote family: Doflamingo,
Pink,
Senior Pink, and Baby Five. Those are your three. We are out of here.
Throw in, if you want to, throw them mods in the Discord so long as you can, because I don't know if some of them are a little bit spicy.
If they are spicy, just DM them. Death did such a great job.
It's crazy. Stop coming to these. Shove off. Don't worry about next week. Don't worry about the episode that's coming out tomorrow. Legitimately, don't even worry about it. You know, I'm warning you.
Yeah.
Get timed, idiots.
We haven't actually done a shove off in a minute. Let's do an actual shove off. Because I haven't had time. Dude, my energy has been death the past 2 weeks. Death.
Such is life.
But I'm getting used to everything, so we might be back at it, like a crack addict.
What do you mean?
This would have been a great time for...
No feel until next time. We're gonna schedule out that next interview and hopefully get some more out of it.
Yep. In the meantime...
Wait a second. Wait, no!
They can shove off.
Did you play it?
I had already hit the button.
Well, come on now. I gotta hear it.
That's your fault. Why'd you...
Cause I thought we were done.
Tell them they can shove off.
Yeah.
And in fact, you can shove off. Roxas stinks.